Tell me why you lied to me. Fighting for love, fighting for raise me up and see my willingness. So fighting for love, fighting for raise me up and see my willingness. I'm not afraid of you. How dare you say this love is this love is fighting for love. Raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love, fighting for raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love, fighting for raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love. Raise me up and see my
Yes. 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 Hi. Hello, everyone. Steve Dangle here. It works this time. On Saturday, we tried to do a stream live from Alibi Roadhouse in London. It was great. Like, the event was great. The internet was not. So we pulled the shoot. But we're back. I'm streaming tonight. Tomorrow we got a podcast. And then Saturday we got another stream. Oh, that's interesting. Philippe Myers is warming up. He's not in the lineup tonight. Hey, I'm back. Ostino Mino says, beef! I'm back. You know who else is back? Chris Versteeg. Chris Versteeg? Am I going to be okay? So I was just explaining to producer Hayden how I'm pretty confident a week ago I got my first hockey concussion. Diagnosis confirmed. Yeah, I just got the player not the right position. Oh no. Oh no. For real though, I do think I got a concussion. But Chris Tanev back in the lineup for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Kyle says, thanks for coming to London. Need more moo. Yes, we do. Silent Rob, happy belated birthday, Stevie Dangleman. Wes Richard, happy birthday, belated birthday. How dare you? It was yesterday. Steve. You know what? Where's the happy birthday from Chris Versteeg? That's what I want to know. Wonder Davy, 3 months, STP VIP. Andre gave 10 New Zealand dollars, which is approximately 8 Canada dollars. Is that true? You could be lying to me. Always appreciate a stream at noon in New Zealand. Is it noon? The world is so big. Producer Hayden has the Leafs lines on the screen. Nyes, Matthews, Marner. David Alter has the second line as Yarncroke, Tavares, Nylander. I think it's important to note that the Leafs official account has that flipped with Nylander on the left. I think Dave is right, is the funny part. McMahon, Lawton, Domi is your third line. Holmberg, Camp Florent. Nick Robertson sits, I think, a third straight, which is surprising. This is the Leafs D core. Riley, Carlo, McCabe, Tanev, Benoit, OEL, Stolarz is your starter. This is as close to the Leafs playoff lineup as you're going to get. Wouldn't be surprised to see Robertson get in there. But Wes Richard gifting 10 SDPN memberships. Let's go. Green Eyes 212. Happy belated birthday. Happy birthday to me. J-Pix, why does the potential of a Leafs Sens first round give me heart palpitations? Which Leafs first round opponent wouldn't give you heart palpitations? Like I saw Sens fans like, Leaf fans are afraid of us like online today. No. It's not you. It's everyone. You're not special. No. We suck against everybody. What are you talking about? And somehow they're competing for first in the Atlantic with this team, the Florida Panthers. Diane gifted 10 SDPM memberships. Gracias. If you get gifted memberships, please say thank you. I didn't get enough time to explain what SDP VIP is. Puck is dropped. And that is because it's a TSN game, only the second TSN game I've ever done. And I keep forgetting that they don't do the anthem. Oh, Matthews in his own end, up the ice. Nyes has one more goal than Matthews on the season. Matthews goes offside. They didn't call it, though. They just had it be delayed. And Seth Jones, who wears number 3 for the Panthers, takes it. Carlo in his own zone to Riley. Holy moly! Heather, the Avs fan, dropping a 50 piece on us, gifting 50 SDPN memberships. Big hit on McMahon. Chance in front for the Panthers. That's wide. Domi chasing after it. This might be icing against the Leafs. Looks like it's going to be, and it is. Steeson Schiller, the government stole half an hour of my birthday. Is your birthday March 11th? Or wait. What day was Saturday? 7th. Nope, that was the deadline. 8th. So that would be, your birthday would have been the 9th. Did I mention that I think I have a concussion? Face off in the Leaf zone. 18 minutes and 54 seconds ago, and the first puck is dropped. Riley up the ice. Heather, I got to read your nice message when there's a calm in the action. Kathy Lawson, wearing an Avs jersey, gifted 5 SDPN memberships. Come on, Leafs fans, step it up. Avs fans are kicking your butt. Panthers fans, too. Get in there. McMahon, gain center, chips it down the ice. Yarncroke out there. OEL hits the line. Holds the line, rather. Panthers, I think, are going to get their own icing. 18-15 to go in the first period. Ella gifts 5 SDPN memberships. You beaut. Here's what Heather said. I owe you from that stream. Happy birthday. That was a great game Saturday, at least for me. Ha! I had planned to listen to you from my seat, but I had a great birthday myself. Heather, the Avs fan. Oh, you were there? Puck is dropped. That's awesome. So, just looking at that face-off setup that the Leafs had, Nylander with it. It looks like Nylander is, in fact, playing the left. Oh, one-timer! Scores! John Tavares! Exactly 2 minutes in. That was perfect. Picture perfect. And the Toronto Maple Leafs take a 1-0 lead over the Florida Panthers. John Tavares ties Matthews. for second most career goals against the Panthers as a Leaf. Thank you to producer Hayden for that. Who is first, and is it Matt Sundin? It is Matt Sundin. With how many? 17. Sheesh. He had a 6-point night against the Panthers in 0506. Robert Bet, we should thank Mellenby for showing Florida what a rat looks like. That is absolutely right. Scott Mellenby. 17:52-1-0 to go in the first period. Stolarz was hacking and slashing with Gadjevich. I believe they were former teammates in Florida, so it's playful. Holmberg with it. Gary Hall gifting 5 SDPM memberships, you beaut. And Nick got an extra ticket to Monday's game if anyone wants to go. Steve, Adam, get first dibs. I'm not able to go, although I do think I'll be at the arena earlier that day. Matthews with a takeaway in his own zone. Beautiful. And the Leafs get it out. Actually, they'll carry it out. That was the former Panther Lorentz putting it in deep. Matthews giving chase. Marner out there. Lorentz to the bench for Nyes. Tanev at the point. For Nyes. Nyes takes the close shot. Not a great angle, but why not? Leafs get it back. McCabe. Shoot that. Big battle in front that Nyes lost. So McCabe looked for other options. Steve, have you guys met Cassie in person? Yes. She visited our studio. Oh! Whoa! Max Domi just blew up Carter Verhaeghe. But here come the Panthers. That one goes wide. Holy Toledo. I need a replay of that. That came out of nowhere. I didn't even know Domi was on the ice. Panthers with it at the point. That's hilarious. Domi was getting criticized online today because there was a quote where he basically goes, we don't care about finishing first place. And now he's challenging. He's in a fight with Nate Schmidt, and he is beating the brakes off of him. Max Domi wants to hear it from the crowd at Scotiabank Arena. Not even 4 minutes into this game. Leafs have a 1-0 lead, and Max Domi obliterates a Panther and then fights one and beats them. Ty Domi in the stands, no reaction. Whoa! Holy crap. And Verhaeghe took a minute. I think that winded him. Wow. Nate Schmidt didn't like it. He hit him, gave him a cross check, but I don't think he wanted to challenge him to a fight. He threw his gloves off, though. Willing combatant, give him credit, but way out of his depth. Domi, punched the top of his helmet pretty hard. Nick Robertson in the press box like, oh no, I hope he's okay. Wow. He beat the hell. Puck is dropped. He beat the hell out of Schmidt. That's not Leaf fan bias. He beat the crap out of him. Holy, wow. I think I was in the middle of a story. Nylander in front. Oh, almost to Tavares again. Nylander spins, fires. That gets through. It's a pad save by Bob. Panthers don't have a shot on goal yet officially. Carlo, just out of his reach. In a battle with Rodriguez. He gets it away from him. Kampf, though. Got to do some work to get it out of there. Carlo around the net. Stolarz out to play it. Hard up. It's out of play, but it hit the glass first, so it's fine. Wes Richard gifting 5 SDPN memberships. Hadoken, happy belated birthday to my fellow March birthday having Leafs fan from the land of the Solar Bears. That would be Orlando. Mine is on Saturday. Let's get a win tonight, buds. Go Leafs, go. Domi Nation. Love that. Happy birthday, young man. Glad you do these vids. Yes. Just a young 37-year-old man. Red alert. Ryan Graves goal, says Cassie. Ryan Graves, who only recently got his first point. Puck is dropped. Panther shot is blocked. Ryan Graves with his first goal of the season. Wes Richard says, be foamy. You know what? We'll allow it. Thanks to whoever gifted a sub from Josh Garcia. Just over 5 minutes into the first period. Panthers dump it. McCabe and Kampf handle it. Kampf up the ice. Leafs dump it. Marner after it. OEL to Benoit. Matthews handles a tricky one. Verhaeghe takes it off him. Looks like Verhaeghe's okay. Puck in the Leaf zone. Oh, Benoit lets it go, and maybe he shouldn't have. Leafs get it out of their zone, but the Panthers keep control as the Leafs try to change. They have a little bit of space here. Verhaeghe, yeah, he's not afraid to shoot that. It goes wide. That's a good shot, though. Good shot choice, I would say. Benoit off the half wall. Lawton giving chase. Finishes his hit on Nico Mikkola. Holmberg tries to create a turnover, but here come the Panthers. Driving the net. That's a save by Stolarz. Shot from the point. Oh, it hits everything. Doesn't get through. Oh, McMahon's stick is broken. Leafs shorthanded. Stolarz gloves it. 13:32 to go in the first period. Jeremy Goldberg, I think we need a beef emoji. They don't have a cow emoji already? We're in commercial break now. Producer Hayden, our resident nerd, I'm joking, wants to do the stat sheet. Let's do the stat sheet. I have had a very busy day and have not had the time to check it out yet, but I know it is always a good thing. The Leafs are 5-3-2 in their last 10 matchups against the Panthers. Toronto lost 5-1 in their last matchup against the Panthers on November 27th. Anthony Stolarz had allowed 4 goals on 23 shots versus Florida on that day. Stolarz had an .826 save percentage in that loss, tied for his lowest in any game this season. Even worse than Colorado? Damn. 6 of the last 10 matchups have gone to overtime or the shootout. The last was November 28th, 2023. Toronto won 2-1 in a shootout. Anthony Stolarz was third star of the game as a Panther. Noah Gregor scored the shootout winner as the 6th shooter. It was Nylander, Matthews, Marner, Domi, Robertson, then Gregor. Gregor had the Leafs' only goal in regulation. Battle of the goalies. Stolarz, 921 save percentage. Bob, 907. Garbage. Stolarz, 233 goals against average. Bobrovsky, 258. Garbage. Game started. Bob has 43 to Stolarz' 23. Huge. Wins 27-13 in favor of Bob. Huge. Shutouts 4-1 in favor of Bob. Huge. Leafs with the most career goals against the Panthers. Sundin with 17. Matthews and Tavares are now tied at 15. Mitch Marner has 13 career goals against the Panthers. That's got to be one of his better teams because he's not exactly known as a goal scorer. He can, but who scored the last hat trick? This is trivia for me. Who scored the last hat trick for the Leafs against the Florida Panthers? Puck is dropped. Ooh, I got to think about that. 13:30 to go in the first. Panthers going around the net. Shot from a weird angle, handled by Stolarz, and we got a whistle. See, I know Mark Pysyk had a really weird hat trick against the Leafs, but that's not what you asked. Tavares? John Tavares! I nailed it. March 25th, 2019. It's an Undertaker Cup today. 13:24 to go in the first. Puck is dropped. Tavares wins the faceoff. Whoa! Nylander avoiding a hit. Please give a shout out to my Carolina Thunderbirds of the FPHL. What is that? Florida Pro Hockey League? Nope, couldn't be. Well, shout out to them, Diane. Bob handles the puck as the Leafs are after it. Panthers handling it in their own zone. Federal Prospects Hockey League. Icing against the Panthers. Cassie, also chat, hi, I went to a Gothic market and held up my end of the deal with Adam and chat from last week. So if the Panthers have a string of bad luck, I am taking full credit. Also, hi, Steve. Hi, Cassie. I paid someone to curse them, and the Ekblad news broke 12 hours later. That's crazy. Puck is dropped. Matthews wins the faceoff. 12:50 to go in the first. Marner's shot is blocked. Panthers clear the zone. Bob handles it behind his own net. Matthews holds the zone, barely. He does. Seth Jones has it. Leafs got to apply a lot more pressure than that, and they don't. Here come the Panthers. Two Panthers in, forechecking on Jake McCabe. Seth Jones from the point. That one's high. Back at the point. The other one. Barkov in against Tanev. Two analytics darlings. Leafs get it out of their own zone. Puck is rolling on its side like a tumbleweed. That's a good stat sheet there, Hayden. Rolling. Holmberg plays it to Carlo. Whoop. Kampf after it. Oh, that's definitely interference. I don't think they're calling it. Hey, Emo Jalapeno, gifted 5 SDPN memberships. What's up, you legend? You were in London. Stoller's out to play it. Carlo up the ice. Nice Leafs give and go here as they dump it. Holmberg skates after it. Oh, boy. Mikola's a big boy. And Nico Mikkola just hit Nico Mikkola. Crashed into the boards. Bobby McMahon with a stick this time. He loses it. I called out Bobby McMahon on the podcast yesterday because he has, it's something like 2 shots on goal in his last 9 games combined. And that's just not good enough. It's barely good enough to hold on to his spot in the lineup, let alone the third line with Lawton and Domi. Gadjevich behind the Leafs net. OEL shovels it to Marner. Marner gets it out. McMahon after it. Oh, you can win that race. It's Kulikov. Get him. Cassie dropping a 20-piece on us. Chat, this next gifted sub is super important. You're a legend. Zachary, favorite Simpsons episode? Ooh. I got to think about that. It's probably from season 3 or 4 because I watch those a lot. One day on a Boxing Day sale, I bought the first 4 seasons on DVD. Panthers hold the zone. Stolers did not know where that was. It's behind the net. Decent amount of physicality in this one. Where's the Costco gravy guy? That's a great question. I like the Krusty the Clown-centered episodes. Gabbo's a pretty good one. Sam Bennett cuts to the middle. Can't get the shot off. Mikkola behind the Leafs net. Oh, he's hit by Carlo. Those are 2 big humans. 9, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 to go in the first period. Remind me to tell the story of my potential concussion. Carlo. Oh, Leafs very close to too many men. Would have been an accident, but it almost always is. Riley with it in his own zone. Up the ice quickly. Lorentz touches it, but move your feet, eh? Kampf to Lorentz, who knocked his man down to buy a little space. Holmberg hands it off poorly. Stolers has to collect it. 8:30 to go in the first period. Benoit. That's not a penalty on Lindell? Yeah. Producer Hayden, who's not a Leafs fan, says Benoit's got the bunting whistle. He's 1,000,000% right. Kampf. Oh, what a pass to McMahon, who misses. That was a golden chance. And Bob just got knocked down. I think they're going to call Kampf. Is Kampf the only one going? That's just really, really tough if he's the only one going. We'll see after the... we're in commercial break now. We'll see. I think there might be two, but we'll see. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Oh, yeah. So producer Hayden asked a great question in Twitter DMs the other day. How did you phrase it, though? So, like, Nazem Kadri scored a disgusting goal. Last night? Last night or the night before? Disgusting goal. And he was just talking about how crazy Nazem Kadri's mixtape is. He scored some crazy goals, big hits, big assists, big moments. And he was basically like, what other non-Hall of Famer has as good of a mixtape as Kadri? Did I get it? Yeah. The name I tried to come up with was Logan Couture. Because, like, well, who did you say? Oh, you said Rick Nash. And Rick Nash is too good. He was a first overall pick, Olympian, won a Rocket Richard. Too good. Like, it's a weird niche that Kadri is in, where, like, he's never won an individual award. He's not going to end up in the Hall of Fame. He's never going to play for Canada the Olympics, but, like, he's won a cup. He's going to have an extremely good NHL career. He's coming up on 1,000 games. Can you believe that? So I said Logan Couture. I don't know if I love that name. The other name, I don't know if I sent this to you, Hayden. I'd like to throw out there. What about Alex Kovalev? So here's the difference. Kovalev is a captain, and players used to talk about him like he was the most, not one of the most talented players in the league. It's an interesting conversation. Puck is dropped. The Panthers do have a power play. 8:03, 2-1. 8 minutes to go in the first period. Sam Bennett along the half wall. Feeds the point. Oh, yeah, they're offside. Play is blown dead. Oh, Hayden's dad says Patrick Eliage. Does he have... that's a really good player. Does he have... I feel like he has... He never won a Selke or nothing? Wow, he didn't win anything? I mean, yes, cups. I mean, individually. That's not a bad name. But, like, puck is dropped. Brian Rust? It's a fun conversation, right? Adam Wild says, rah! Seth Jones with it. 7:35, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7:30 to go in the first period. Oh, Mr. Plow is a great episode of The Simpsons. So who do you got? Best Simpsons episode is Marge versus the Monorail, Mr. Plow, Cape Fear, another episode. Marge versus the Monorail's got to be a Mount Rushmore Simpsons episode. Wes Richard, rank time. Chicken fingers, chicken tenders, and chicken strips. Yes, there's a difference. Yes, there is only one correct answer. As a connoisseur, I don't know the difference. Puck is dropped. Panthers win the draw. 7:20 to go in the first. Seth Jones on. That doesn't make it through. Leafs clear it. Bouncing puck. Emo Jalapeno. I'm sorry, Cassie, if you've already told this joke. How did the rooster meet the hen? Chicken Tinder. Oh! 7 minutes to go in the first period. Panthers hold the line. That was impressive. From Seth Jones, Bennett on the left side of the ice now. His pass is picked off. Panthers hold the zone, though. Barkov. Yeah, Seth Jones holds the zone. Bennett couldn't get the pass through. Panthers with it behind the net. Half wall, point. Half wall. Barkov, shot, wide open. Stopped by Stollers. Couldn't handle it, though. Leafs clear it down the ice. 25 seconds to go in this Panthers power play. 6:30 to go in the first period. What's wrong with Robertson? Did he piss off Chief? In my opinion, I thought he was playing okay. I thought he was playing okay, too. I think they're trying to create a fourth line with a purpose. I just don't think Holmberg's that good. Shot from Schmidt. Doesn't make its way through. Leafs have done a great job getting in front of pucks. Puck is out of play, and the power play is over for the Panthers. 6:04 to go in the first period. If you're a chicken tender, tend the chicken. Absolutely. You know, when you put it like that, when you said that, I felt it. Lane Lambert having a nice discussion. Puck is dropped with Matthew Nyes. Only one shot for the Panthers on that power play. A lot of shot attempts. None of them got through. Domi, good job on the exit. Chips it out. That's not going to be enough for icing. Tavares after it. He goes 1-on-2. Domi laying the body again. I think this is this his first shift since the fight? I think it might be. Mikkola. OEL bounces off of him. 5:35 to go in the first period. Nylander, was that a hit? Nylander just throw a hit? Oh boy, almost a giveaway in front of the Leafs net. Riley down the ice. That's probably going to be icing. And it is 5:18 to go in the first period. You Only Move Twice, the Hank Scorpio episode. Another very, very good episode. I don't know what Robertson has to do to get back in the lineup. Listen, here, face off in the Leaf zone. 5:18 to go in the first period. Puck is dropped. Tavares wins it. OEL around for Domi. Domi tried to chip it out. Didn't work. for Hagee just tried to hit Domi and fell. Stollers. Riley. Oh, it's behind the Leafs net. Reinhart to Verhaeghe. Couldn't get the shot off. Shot! Stopped by Stollers. Tavares. Oh, boy, there's some tired legs out there. Oh, boy, the Leafs forwards are painfully slow right now. Heavy, heavy legs. Verhaeghe. This is going to end up in the Leafs net if they don't do something soon. Oh! Tavares airmails it, and the Leafs are going to get a desperate change. Oh, maybe only one or two, though. Panthers trying to take advantage of the line change. Verhaeghe puts it wide. No, they're all out there now. Nyes to Matthews. Marner was out there for quite a while, though. The Leafs called for offside. 4:17 to go in the first period as we get a commercial timeout. TV timeout. Cassie, listen, I know the Big Apple is New York, but does anyone know where the Minneapolis? Oh. I'm upset. I'm furious even. Let's play Canada. Sorry, my browser crashed in the middle of reading that. Refresh. Let's play Canada. I wish I made it to London. Need y'all to re-sign my books. Gave the signed ones to my dad. If you come to the other side of Toronto, I'll buy you more Creemore. Have you bought us Creemore? I want Creemore. Homer versus the City of New York. It's a good episode. It's not one of my favorite. It's very good. Christine McAvoy, I'll have to send you Simpsons sports questions from my Simpsons trivia that I host here in Vancouver for the pod. Me and Jesse would go head to head, and that would be unreal. I don't think Adam's a huge Simpsons guy. Hello from the Regal Beagle. Are you actually watching from the Beagle in Vancouver? I did a book signing at the Beagle. James Duthie in what I believe is that a brown suit? Is that a chestnut suit? Here are the Leafs. We're back. Come on, that was a good one, Steve. No, it very wasn't. It was pretty good. Gord Miller saying it was the first Leafs practice yesterday in nearly a month. No wonder they, man, they have looked awful at times over the past few weeks. Lawton loses that draw. 4:15 to go in the first period. Oh, McMahon, good job. Lawton puts it into Bobrovsky for the ozone faceoff. It's a veteran move. Cassie says she's never seen an episode of The Simpsons. See, I feel like you're young enough that that's all right. I just turned 37. And if I were to say that, I think the police would kick my door in. Hayden just said, what are the Simpsons? How about what's prison? And okay, Panthers win the draw. 4:06, 5-4 to go in the first period. I keep forgetting Hayden's like 8. Puck goes out of play. 3:58 to go in the first period. How old are you? 28? Oh, you're older than I thought. I'm not going to lie. Damn. 30 creeping up on you. 28 so far from 30. Hard to explain. I'm not even. Puck is dropped. Panthers win the draw in the Leaf zone. Seth Jones stopped by Stolarz. 3:53 to go in the first. We get another face-off. Hard to explain. 36-37 took 5 minutes. 29-30 was longer. Much longer. 28-30? Sam Reinhart, face-off against Austin Matthews in the Leaf zone. Puck is dropped. Scrambled. Panthers get it. Seth Jones. Download over Hagee, who's had a rough night so far. Getting beat up by Max Domi. Oh, nice cheeky pass to Marner as he breaks it out. Marner chips it to himself, trying to beat Gus Forsling in a battle. Forsling does a good job there. And Barkov starts the breakout for the Panthers. For Hagee. Oh, hit way out of the air by Stolarz, and the puck goes out of play. 3:22 to go in the first period. First Rock, Sudbury live show, instant sellout anywhere, please. I did come pretty close to doing a book signing in Sudbury. I just simply ran out of days. Cassie says, I'll be 24 in June, to be fair. I've never seen Parks and Rec, The Office, The Simpsons, South. Oh, so you just don't watch TV. That's okay. Turning 28 this month. High school feels like yesterday. It doesn't feel like yesterday anymore for me. It did for a long time. Puck drop. Yeah, Hayden, it was yesterday for you, though. That's the difference. Your 10-year high school reunions this year? Oh, Leafs. Marner. Nope, that's Yarncroak. Sometimes he looks like Marner. Drops it for OEL. Who gets smushed? Tavares after it. Panthers clear it. 2-on-1 for the Panthers. Bennett, toe drag. Stop by Stolarz. Where is it? Stolarz. I think he didn't cover it up. Where's the whistle, man? Where the hell is the puck? Whistle finally goes. That was a 2-hand slash on Ekman Larson. No call. Someone's getting a penalty. Oh, did Ekman Larson put his glove on it? The Panthers can't get a power play out of this. Yeah, Bennett like runs over. Bennett pushes Stolarz out of the blue paint. Get out of my face. Mike Johnson's right. This goal wouldn't have even counted. Oh, so OEL punched Samoskevich in the face, and Samoskevich two-hand slashes him. It's slash in the shins, yeah. OEL gets the only call. That's terrible. That's garbage. Let's Play Canada. I offered to buy you a beer way back at the Shoeless Joe's Queens Way live show. You're welcome. Did I drink it? I don't remember. Puck is dropped on this ill-gotten Panthers power play. I love when a dude plays their former team and only punches the guys they didn't play with. Like, I don't think OEL played with Samoskevich. Like, I don't even recognize his name from the cup run. Maybe he was there. Like, maybe he was in the minors. Maybe he was a black ace. Can you look that up, Hayden? I know I gave you, like, the longest name ever, but... Seth Jones down low. In front at Samoskevich! And Sam Bennett scores on a rebound. In front on a power play that was absolute garbage. And TSN shows a dude telling the crowd to FO. That's terrible. The goal's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with the goal itself. They shouldn't have had a power play. That's trash. Samoskevich and OEL played 7 games together last year. That's terrible. Attaboy, Stripes. Keep it close. Keep it close. Keep it close. It's okay. It's not like this game means anything. It's not like, first place is at stake, home ice advantage, millions of dollars. It's fine. It's fine. 2:09 to go in the first period. Puck is dropped. Scrambled. Leafs come up with it. That'll be icing. 2:04 to go in the first. Hey, there's your whistle. Attaboy. Attaboy. There's your whistle. There's your whistle. Could have gone like 10 seconds earlier. OEL never gets that penalty. There's your whistle. Attaboy. More American than you says, have you found a nursing home you like yet? Shut up. Cassie, I watch TV, just not really that side of TV. It's more supernatural, superhero, crime type stuff. That's fair. That's fair. Let's play random Leafs you forgot. Nathan Dempsey. Ooh. Puck is dropped. Panthers win it, but they pass to a ghost. Prison rules Paul only seems to go one way, eh? Yep. Yep. These teams seem to follow the Leafs around. Oh, dear. Leafs you forgot. Phil Housley. Here come the Florida Panthers. Drop it off. Oh, Lucerinen. McMahon gets it. 1:35 to go in the first. He chips it for himself. Gets around Forsling. Battling Seth Jones. Back on Forsling. Geez, that's a tough slog for McMahon. Tavares. Good pass to Yarncroke. McMahon! He's had 2 good chances in this game, and I don't think either registered as a shot on goal. Tavares to Tanev. Tanev on! Looking for a tip. He got it. It just didn't hit the target. McCabe. Nylander on. Stopped by Bob. A minute to go in the first period. Nylander at the point. Tavares. Stutter step. Leaves it for McCabe. McCabe tries to get it back to him. Tavares to Nylander. Nylander down low, trying to find Tavares. He doesn't. That's Sam Reinhart. Cross ice. How many power plays the Leafs had? Still 0. Okay. 30 to go in the first period. Cross ice to Benoit. Benoit dumps it off the end boards. Woohoo! Almost a nice bounce to Marner. Barkov finds Balickas. Matthews collects it. 10 seconds to go in the first. They could still do something here. I don't think they will. Panthers. 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it for the first period. Leafs take the 1-0 lead. Spend a little too much time in the box. And it's tied 1-1. Listen, OEL punched a guy in the face. You can't do that. I just think there was some bad to go around. And the refs took one out of it. And that's why this game is tied. I'm Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Jackson, hey Steve, love y'all. By the way, Stevie Y signed Yanni undrafted. Oh, Yanni Gord, undrafted in Tampa in 2015. He loves Gordo. Retaining was most likely helping out his former team and doing right by Gord. Much love, go Bolts. So Jackson, here's the thing. That's stupid. I'm sure that's what he was doing. I'm sure you're correct. Yzerman is a GM for a rival Atlantic Division team that is desperately trying to make the playoffs. All he got out of making Tampa stronger was a draft pick. That's stupid. Oh yeah, no, I bet the Lightning are gonna return the favor by being like, oh, here's Nikita Kucherov. You're such a great guy, Stevie. Here's friggin' Braden Point. Julian Brisebois, as a guy, called Stevie Y and was like, you're my friend and I like you. This is why I'm calling you my friend. As a GM, he's calling one of the worst GMs in the NHL because as a good GM, that's your job. Does a bad job. First Rock, had to settle for a book signing with Matt Sundin in Sudbury instead. My poor Rants and Raves remains unsigned. That makes me feel terrible. Robert Bett, my son turns 35 this month. This guy makes me feel old, or you guys make me feel old. You are. Like, to be clear, you're old. I'm kidding. I love you. I'm sure my dad's watching, like, what? By the way, my dad is absolutely not watching, and if he is, he can't hear me talking crap. He's 60. Is he 68? I think he's 68 now. And the other day, he comes to see me for my birthday, and he went to a Dream Theater concert the night before, and he couldn't. This is a guy who's spent his whole life playing drums and has the ears of a 68-year-old. He couldn't hear. He couldn't hear anything I was saying. As an American, I'm doing my part. Bought Timmy's and Four Nation Canada's hat. Not our game until 2030. Love that. We're going to do a break at some point. I'm just getting through these super chats. Thoughts on Berube's comments about the Leafs always having a target on their back and never getting an easy game because everyone wants to beat them. He said the quiet part out loud. Yeah, I think he said the loud part out loud. This has been a pretty open secret for a long time, and we've known it. Fluffy Muffins. After one, feeling not the best. Really? I thought that was a pretty good period for the Leafs. They just took too many penalties. I mean, in a tight league, taking 2 penalties to none is a pretty big swing. And the Leafs still outshot the Panthers. Oh, wait, no, it's 11-7 for the Panthers. I'm just seeing on the screen. I thought it was 11-7 the other way. Anyway, I thought it was pretty even, except for, obviously, the power play. I thought the PK was doing pretty good. Oops. Barky Bark. Love you, Steve. But just not tonight. Go Panthers. Hey! Hey! Ostino Mino, is the Toronto Maple Leafs PK a concern? I don't think so. I don't think so. They've had like a skid at times, but I don't think so. Producer Hayden, what's our first intermission clip? How the Carolina Hurricanes blew the Rantanen stuff. Real quick before we get to that clip, Corey McWilliams says we still don't have as many likes as we did on Saturday. Well, damn. 362 likes. Let's get that up over 500 and we'll work from there. Let's talk about the Carolina Hurricanes in Mikko Rantanen.
I want to talk a little Mikko Rantanen and Rod Brind'Amour because there's some been back and forth between Mikko Rantanen's agent, Octagon's Andy Scott, and Rod Brind'Amour. And the first thing comes from a ESPN affiliate station. We can't play the audio because it's from the Adam Gold Show on 99.9 The Fan. And essentially, Brind'Amour said this when he showed up, being Rantanen. He said there's 4 teams I'll go play for, and you're not one of them. And the question is, should we have known that before we traded for him? And, it kind of...
Can I help him with that?
Sure.
Yes.
So I thought that was really, really interesting because...
You want me to read the quotes? I have it here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so Matt, if you want to bring it up there. Brind'Amour said, there's not been one guy that has left here because they didn't like it here. That was except for Mikko. And he didn't not like it. When he showed, he said, there's 4 teams I'll go play for, but you're not one of them. So there's 28 other teams he wasn't going to. The better question is, should we have known that before we signed him and attempted to sign him?
Probably, yeah.
Now, Andy Scott, who is Mikko Rantanen's agent, was on the Fan Hockey Show. Oh, that's what he was on. Okay. And he said, we've got a ton of respect for Rod Brind'Amour, both as a player and as a coach, but in this situation, he's completely misinformed. Mikko, when he was traded, we were solely focused on Colorado, so there was no list of any kind. In fact, when he arrived there, I met him in the days following, and he was keeping a completely open mind about Carolina. He felt it out. It just didn't make sense from more of a hockey standpoint and a style of play standpoint, which... I think you can see that's the reason. Listen.
Pretty obvious.
Jake Gensel was the same. And I know that people were like, well, Jake just wanted to play in Tampa. It's the offensive style guys that tend not to want to go to Carolina because they don't necessarily want to play that style. But that style is extremely effective, and they win a lot of games that way.
So what's weird, though, for Gensel is he was prolific.
Yeah.
As a Hurricane. In 17 games, he had 8 goals, 25 points, which honestly, that might be the best pace of his career.
I saw him play. I was at a game randomly and saw Gensel play.
Did you enjoy him?
As a Carolina Hurricane. No, I did not enjoy him. He looked very good.
Oh, right. You weren't cheering for him. And then in the playoffs, he had 9 points in 11 games.
Yeah.
As good as he's always been. So he just didn't want to go there, man. He's a point a game this year with Tampa, which is down from what you'd expect.
And here's how Andy Scott finishes it off. He's like, this is a player that had a right to determine where he was going to play for the next 8 years of his career. He gave it a lot of thought, even at 4 Nations. After 4 Nations, he hadn't made up his mind, and ultimately, he did make up his mind, and we helped Carolina out by providing a list of teams at that stage in terms of where he would go. But that is the truth. That's how it unfolded. Anything otherwise is just not the case.
I think there's a lot of copium going on in Carolina.
I can't say I blame them. I'd be pissed too.
Well, why? You made the trade.
Yeah, but I'm never happy when, do you think, are you going to be happy when Mitch Marner goes, I have the right to test free agency and then leaves?
No, but I think that's very different because if Mitch walks and the Leafs get nothing for him, they made the mistake.
Not Mitch.
2 years ago. Was he a pain in the ass during the process? Well, I'll let you tell that side of the story. I am not sure what the answer is. But when it comes to Mikko, you just went, huh, and you traded all these assets and you got him and you're like, welcome to Carolina. And he's like, okay. And you're like, here's a contract. And he's like, no, I don't really want one. Oh, okay. Well, go out there and light it up. Also, no. Oh, okay. Well, we'll trade you. Okay, bye. Oh, are we better in right now? No. Oh, okay. Are we better later? Yes. Then victory is declared. No, it isn't. Like
Even
listen,
the governor of the state said that
I
Mikko
saw
Rantanen
that.
had fumbled.
Former governor.
Sorry.
Like, listen, Carolina might be fine. They
think
might
that-
even win the cup.
I think they'll be fine.
They might even win the cup. Honestly, like Stankoven's fit in really well. Stankoven is a great fit.
Yep.
Jankowski, someone tweeted, oh God, who was it? He had a 2-goal game in Carolina, and in 3 years in Nashville, he didn't have a single one. like the bad Nashville, the good Nashville, all the Nashville, he didn't have one, and then he had one with Carolina. They might be fine. They got all these futures and everything, but it's difficult to view them as better immediately than how they started off.
Jesse, has any of this back and forth changed your perception of how that all happened? And just so people know, your perception before the Brenda Moore, Andy Scott back and forth was what?
That they messed up this deal.
And how do you feel now?
They messed up the deal. I think even though like they're playing really good hockey, they're on a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Since the trade deadline, they've beaten Winnipeg and Tampa. 2 great wins. Like, awesome, you're playing good hockey. That doesn't mean you didn't mess up this asset. I think Eric Tulsky messed up the trade by trading for Mikko Rantanen when he could not sign to an extension, and they ended up with less value overall for this season. In the end, in 4 years, when all of your draft picks come due, or you make moves at this draft to acquire players with those draft picks, you might be better.
They're pitching those. They're going to do something insane at the draft.
You might be better next season, but if we're evaluating just that trade, you came out this season net negative. And that's, I think, where my criticism comes is you did not win this deal because you were trying to win the cup this year, and you did not accomplish that for your team by getting better at the trade deadline. So I feel like that's fair criticism. If you want an overall view of down the line, you're probably going to end up positive. But right now it's a negative, but in the end, in a few months or a few years, you'll probably be positive. So I think that's that. Nothing you can say now about the fit or him not wanting to play there can change my mind on that.
I think we deserve a Carolina-Colorado final. We deserve it. After Colorado knocks Mikko out. We deserve it.
I was going to say, wouldn't you want Dallas, Carolina?
Ooh.
For the Mikko side of it?
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Oh.
Oh. Ooh. Given the no, you know what? Dallas is probably better.
Yeah. And Carolina's got a good shot of coming out of the East.
Oh, yeah.
Which is crazy. Well, and then if they do we look back at this trade differently? Like, how can we say they messed up if they achieved their goal, which is a deep playoff?
I think you're allowed to say the team was good before, they're good now, and they could do damage in the playoffs in a highly gettable Metropolitan Division outside of the Caps.
Yeah.
And as long as they don't have to play the Caps in the first round, they're going to make the second round, I think. And so, and you never know what could happen to the Caps in the first round. Maybe some injuries. You have no idea.
Who knows?
You have no idea. But my point is, it's okay to say they were good before. They probably got less good without Marty Nietzsche, but long-term got better. And Jack Drury. But they're going to be fine today. And even if their playoffs are good, I still think it's okay to say they kind of screwed this up.
You fumbled it.
But that's okay.
No team.
Like they didn't leverage their entire future on this.
No team. Well,
They got better in the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
No team in a divisional playoff spot right now who has more draft capital right now than the Hurricanes.
No, they're set up perfectly for the future, and they're competitive right now.
Do something crazy. Do something crazy. But just do the Pettersson deal. Just do it. Huh? Hey. How you doing? Steve Dangle here. So that was our segment about the Carolina Hurricanes. And let me tell you one thing I didn't like in reaction to that episode. Eric Tulsky, who I think is a nice guy, lovely guy, general manager of the Carolina Hurricanes. He went on a show recently and gave his side of the Mikko Rantanen stuff. And Hurricanes fans told me about it as if to go, see? He didn't do anything wrong. Okay, so just to summarize, according to him, he did nothing wrong and nailed it. Okay, got it. guys. Let's be a little more media literate than that, eh? Holy moly. Come on. Ray Adlington, what do you believe would be a fair contract for John Tavares this summer? 4 times 7.5 or 5 times 6.5? I wouldn't mind 4 times 6.5. Like, okay, he's got the only Leaf goal tonight so far. Hopefully he gets more. Let me open HockeyDB. I still got Patrick Eliash's page open. How's he doing this season, John Tavares? 57 games played, 26 goals. He only had 29 last year. 29 assists. He only had 36 last year. 55 points. He only had 65 last year. So he's going to beat all those totals. And like in free agency, you're probably paying at least 6.5 for someone with last year's totals. This year, he's going to be in the neighborhood of 30 goals, probably more, 40 assists, 70 points. It's going to be around 70, 75 points. With the cap going up and his age going up, yes, indeed. 6.5 for years 35, 36, 37, and 38. You probably don't love that by the end of it, but by the end of his contract, the cap's going to be like $115. It's going to be actually more than that. It's going to be $115 million. 4 times 6.5, I think, would be nice. Cassie, Steve, I sent you something in the DMs that I think will make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I think you'll really like it. Ooh, I will check that out in a moment. Player 4, hey, Steve. When you three are in San Jose, that's right, me, Adam, and Jesse are going to San Jose very soon. Do you have any plans for fan meetups? I happen to already be going to that game. Hope you enjoy the tank. Yeah, so we're going to 4 games, I believe. Sorry, we're going to 2 Sharks games, 2 Barracuda games. So I believe we're going to Sharks Rangers, Sharks Leafs, and then I think it's a 2 games Barracuda against the Canucks affiliate. Abbotsford Canucks. I think we might have more info tomorrow on the podcast. Are Adam and Jesse still here? Help me out. Let's see what Cassie sent. What did Cassie send? You have info for the John Tavares contract. So he's on pace for 78 points. Three guys had 77 points last year. Zach Hyman, Nick Suzuki, and Jake Gensel. All much younger than Tavares, but wow. Wow. When you put it like that, like those are pretty good players, man. Trocheck had 77. Gee. Oh, shout out to Connor Timmins for getting his first goal with the Pittsburgh Penguins. And Abigail, I roasted an entire chicken tonight. Pretty proud. Let's go. Good for you. Good for you. Cassie, when did you... Oh, boy. Nope, that was from earlier today. Did you send it to my Twitter DMs? Oh, Hayden has it. Okay. Sorry. The puck is about to be dropped. Shout out to Christine for the excellent Simpson socks shown off at the Regal Beagle in Vancouver. Puck is about to be dropped. Second period, Leafs, Panthers. 1-1 is your score. Big points on the line. Puck is dropped. Second period, puck 11-7 for Florida. For Hagee behind the net, trying to center it. Doesn't work for Hagee. Behind the net again. Gets the Gabe with it. He has time. Gets it out. Marner. Just stays on side. Leafs can't move. break, remind me to tell you that might have been a concussion. Matthews enters the zone, fires it. It goes wide. Nyes deflects that. It goes out of play. 19-19 to go in the second period. Oh my good Lord. So it's Cassie has kept track of all the gifted memberships she has gifted this season. She is at 1967. Stop the count. Let's get a Cassie clan in the chat. What a friggin' legend. Nylander with it. 19-10 to go in the second. Tavares loses the zone, keeps the puck. Riley and OEL together right now. Odd. Maybe for the ozone start. Oh, Samoskevich rocked by Brandon Carlo. Carlo's out there with Benoit right now. Berube's tinkering a little bit here. Lawton pokes it in. Lawton on! That's stopped by Bobrovsky. 18:30 to go. Leafs just go offside. 18:27 to go in the second period. Sorry, you did DM it to me, Cassie. It was just it was a lot to read in on the fly. And as you know, my brain is not sharp right now. Ooh, Sam Bennett went down. Didn't look too comfortable there. He's on the Florida Panthers bench, though. Domi wins the draw in the neutral zone. Benoit. Loses it. Lundell and Lusterinen were unreal in Florida's Cup run last year. And there they are going to work. McMahon takes it, chips it in for himself, goes around Nate Schmidt, takes out Polinskis. Panthers get it, though. Schmidt advancing up the ice. Where is it? Stoller's out of his net to play it. If you're a goaltender, 10 the goal and all that. Fourth line out there for the Leafs. Riley tries to go up the ice. More than that. Doesn't work. Whatever. He gets it back. Carlo. Center. Dump. Holmberg. One hand on his stick. You don't say. Using his feet. Does he tape it? And if so, why? He doesn't need to tape his stick. Here come the Panthers. Good job to take the puck off. Good job to get it back by Florida. They shoot. Stopped by Stollers. Oh, they got a couple rebounds there. Lorentz says, get out of here. AJ Greer is going to the box. And Mike Johnson correctly pointing out, yeah, that penalty kind of sucks also. And it does. But it's just a makeup for what you did in the first. Hey, I got an idea. How about you don't screw up 2 calls? So now you've screwed up 2 calls. Oh, good. So Greer was poking at it. And he got a penalty for that? I mean, I don't like that he did it. I don't know if it's a penalty. Robert Bett, Sens beating the Bruins 4-1 after 1. Oh my God. Sens keeping their spot, or are the Habs getting in there? No, the Sens are getting in there. Leafs win the power play face-off to start very early here in the second. Marner's shot is blocked by Reinhart, and here he comes 2-on-2. That was a clean as hell play by Reinhart. Passes. Almost a shorthanded chance there for Seth Jones. Leafs 5-forward unit, which I used to hate and don't anymore because the Leafs, last I checked, had the 8th ranked power play in the NHL. That was more than 24 hours ago, so you never know. Nylander with it. Cross ice to Matthews. Nice. Tries to find Matthews again. Panthers dump it. 16:34 to go in the second period. 1:20 to go in this power play. Back in my day, we didn't have this newfangled technology. Steve the moment he hit 37. That's Steve the moment he was born. Nylander, Matthews. Nice. Marner. Minute to go in this power play. On! Kicked out by Bob. Marner loses the zone. Or rather, can't hold it. Oh, what a pass to Matthews! Breakaway! Can't chip it over Bob. Wow. That happened in a flash. Panthers trying to create a shorthanded opportunity here, not just dump it. They need a change, though. Marner with it behind his own net. 32 seconds to go in this power play. OEL out there now. Under 30 to go. Ekman Larson. Domi. Yarncroak. Domi. Domi, good entry. Centers it, but no one's there. In the corner, McMahon tries to get it to OEL. Doesn't work. The Panthers clear it. 5 seconds to go in this power play. That'll pretty much do it. Not a bad power play. Not the greatest either. Riley, 15:10 to go in the second. To Tanev. One shot on that power play. Tanev. To McCabe. McCabe dumps it. Panthers don't let it go all the way, though. Verhaeghe gets around Tanev. Good job by McCabe to get it away from Verhaeghe. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Whoa, I thought Verhaeghe and Reinhardt had a 2-on-1, but it's offside. Buddy, I will take that. Defensive zone faceoff. Who am I putting out there? Oh, offensive. Probably Matthews. I was going to say, well, he was just out there for a long time, but like Domi was the most recent center out there. Or no, it was Lawton. I might put, okay, so it's Marner, Matthews. Is it Nyes or McMahon? Probably Nyes. Hey, Heather gifting 10 SDPN memberships. You legend. Riley is back with Carlo. Leafs lose the faceoff, so it's a moot point. Carlo holds the zone, though. Marner after it. 14:25 to go in the second period. Marner laying the body. Matthews to Riley. Riley behind the net. Nope. Off a stick and out of play. 14:18 to go in the second. Connor Timmins scoring for the Penguins like immediately is really funny. Face off in the ozone. It is Lawton this time. And he wins it with a little help from Bobby McMahon. Panthers get it right back. Here they come. Oh, Leafs almost able to hold the zone on a takeaway. It didn't work. Bennett. Oh, he's got time. He's got space. Passes to Samoskevich. Shot. Stopped by Stolers. And Carlo took out his man. You know what? I keep calling Carlo a big, mean defenseman, and someone's like, has Steve ever watched Carlo play? He's like the new Hal Gill. And I was like, you know, Hal Gill won a cup, eh? Like, I will take Hal Gill. Leafs had Hal Gill. They traded Hal Gill to the Penguins. He won a cup. He might have two. He definitely has one. Panthers win the ozone draw. 14 minutes to go in the second shot. Stopped by Stolers. Rebound cleared by Lorentz. Stutter step. 2-on-2. Oh, what a move from Kampf. Doesn't work. Was that Kampf? No, it wasn't. Who was that? OEL? Leafs called for the offside. 13:41 to go in the second, and we get a commercial break. Christine McAvoy, welcome to STP VIP. About gosh darn tootin' time. Apparently Tristan Jarry is turning back into a brick wall the moment games no longer matter, so he can win the Pens out of a top 5 pick. I'm going to become the Joker. Pens fans are just having a no good, not fun time this whole season. Oh, so at hockey on Friday, I had a 2-on-1. I didn't have the puck. It was an old guy, literally a man in his 70s. That's who I'm playing with. He had the puck. Jesse was the defender. He's going backwards. I think it was Jesse. He'll tell me. I don't know. I think I got a concussion. There was a defender. What I like to do on a 2-on-1 is hang back because it's difficult for me to stop on a dime on account of I suck. I like to hang back, get a shot, or get the puck in open ice so I can take a decent shot. Old guy goes, go to the net, which is ironic. So I go to the net. I try to stop. Oh, do I steamroll the goalie so bad. I run them over. I try to hold myself up. It does not work. Goalie kicks out my legs. Their head goes down. My head goes down. And we smashed cages so hard. And we both chilled there for a minute. And I was like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah. He goes, are you okay? I go, I don't know. There was a lot of cage. It felt like there was a lot of cage. And then later that shift, I scored. 5-hole. Friggin' ripped it. Felt awesome. Because I forgot my stick in the car. So I borrowed a stick from a guy whose stick blade was basically a dinosaur claw. I scored and I felt awesome. And then I got home and I had a headache. And I was like, oh no. Anyway, puck's dropped. Tanev loses the zone. This is going to be a breakaway for Carter Verhaeghe. Partial break. Shot. Stopped by Stollers. Leafs clear it. Just to calm things down a little bit here. That's a big save. Frank, shout out Cody Eakin for running goalies. He did used to do that. Does he still play? I covered him in junior. Marner. Finds Nylander shot. Oh! Tavares almost had the rebound. 13 minutes to go in the second. Bennett. Can't get it deep. Carlo. Riley. Yarncroak with wild speed. He's in there. Gets it to Johnny T. Rodriguez. Helps get it. Oh, not out. Now it's out. Panthers, broken entry, but they have it. Samoskevich. For Bennett. Domi. Lawton goes 1-on-3. Hit on Mikkola. Domi taken down. Or rather, Mikkola taken down. Rodriguez taken down. A Panther taken down. Is Simone Benoit about to get a breakaway? Oh, it was close. But Benoit took a penalty preventing a Simone Benoit breakaway. I kid you not. Is that what I just saw? Interference on Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett took a penalty trying to prevent a Simone Benoit breakaway. If Benoit got a breakaway and scored in back-to-back games after going, I think it was 94 games without scoring, that would have been frigging insane. That was Hayden said, who is the guy who... I don't think it was Gordon Miller. Puck is dropped. It was CBC. Oh my God, what was his name? I have a concussion. Anyway, he's... Oh, CC, missed by a mile. It's Cody Cece. The old guy I was playing hockey with said, beef! He did. 11:40 to go in the second. Leafs gain the Panthers zone. Nice. Tries to leave it. Doesn't work. Tavares behind the net. Doesn't hit the back of the net, though. That would have helped. And the Panthers clear it. Stoller's out of his net to play it. Robert Bett. Leafs are winning the cup this year. So all will be forgiven. It's my dream, damn it. Stop laughing. I 100% agree. Nylander gains the zone. Shot! That one Beyblades around. I hate when Willie does that. He's nasty, so you let him. Oh, geez, Stollers misplays it. Oh, no. If you're a goaltender. Oh, almost a goal. Leafs get out of their own zone. Reminder, the Leafs have a power play. 45 seconds to go in that power play, by the way. Leafs trying to hold on to this broken play here. 10:40 to go in the second. 35 seconds to go in the power play. McMahon finds OEL, finds Riley. On! Gloved by Bob. 10:32 to go in the second. 29 seconds to go in this power play. Maybe Steve forgets because he has a concussion and not because he's just turned 37. Perhaps it's both. But don't two negatives make a positive? No, this is no. Two negatives actually make a larger negative. Domi face off to the glove side of Bob. Domi kicks it to Riley. OEL! That doesn't get through. Yarncroke fighting for it. God, I love Yarncroke. He looks great. He doesn't look like he's missed a step at all. OEL holds the line. Domi. Is that a hand pass? It's a hand pass. 10:14 to go in the second. Face-off comes outside the zone. 11 seconds to go in this power play. Producer Drew, how did everyone like that game last Saturday when Steve bailed on the stream because the Avs were winning? Hey! Weren't the Leafs winning? It might have been 2-1 Avs. I don't remember. No, the Leafs were definitely winning. Shut up. They lost because I bailed. 5 seconds go in this Leafs power play. Well, they might just do something here. OEL. Oh, tip. Oh, rebound. They don't get it. Exactly 10 minutes to go in the second. And here come the Panthers. 3-on-3 here. Shot. Whoa, that was a bit of a change up, but stopped by Stollers. 9:53 to go in the second. TV timeout. Adam, my buddy Chris told me Benoit has a killer shot. You know what? We all have our irrational takes. Because Benoit does like to shoot, weirdly. I used to say, hey, Roman Polak has a decent shot when he uses it. Roman Polak, here, let me check. Roman Polak, former Alan Walsh client. Hopefully you never saw any of my Leaf videos when Polak was a Leaf. Polak in 806 games had 26 goals. He had 71 career playoff games played, 0 goals. He was in 24 games with the Sharks in the regular season and in the playoffs in the 2015-16 season. He had no goals, 3 assists in the regular season. He had no goals, no assists in the playoffs. Yeah, so that was quite the take, Steven. How many goals did he have as a Leaf? He had 5 goals one year. His career high in goals was with the Leafs. 6, 10, 12. He had 12 career goals as a Leaf. Nearly half of his career goals were as a Leaf. Love that. Love that for him. playing some friggin' bangers on TSN right now. Ryan, Steve, I know you love goalie masks, much like myself. Best Panthers mask in Florida history has to be John Van Beesbrook. See, the thing, his mask, the cage always bothered me. The mask was cool, but like, what was with the cage? It was weird, right? Like the shape was weird. Go Google it. It's weird. It's off-putting. Leafs lose the draw in their own zone. Never mind, they get it back. Benoit out down the ice. That's icing against the Leafs. 9:46 to go in the second. Corrupted. See Nice's comment on wanting to stay. Discount? I actually have not seen that comment. I need to see that comment. Amy Jo Green, most fans, OEL. Me, the original OEL fan. OOEEL. Oliver, Oscar, Emmanuel, Ekman, Larson. Really? Puck is dropped. Scramble draw. Behind the net. Battle for it. This is quite the shift. Quite the battle between two fourth lines. Blocked by a skate. Panthers get it back, though. 9:25 to go in the second. Shot! That doesn't get through. Panthers still have it. Not a great shift for the Leafs fourth line. Panthers barely hold the line. Shot by Schmidt. It trickles through. Stolarz. Oh! AJ Greer is on Stolarz. Stolarz doesn't like it and reminds everyone that he's 6'7". Will there be a penalty here? Because Stolarz kind of shoved Greer to the ice there. He did not play with Greer. Greer was an addition this year. Did you guys see that Ovi sent the first goalie he scored on a signed jersey with a message on it? No. I believe you. Leafs don't come up at the puck in their own zone. 9:07 to go in the second. They get it back. Second line out there for the Leafs. Yarncroke and Tanev. Get it deep. We're well over halfway through regulation now. Up. Tavares can't hold the zone. Here come the Panthers with numbers. This is like a 4-on-2. Bennett, shot, stop by Stolarz. You got to clear it. And they do. Yarncroke gets it out. Here's Willie. Willie's 1-on-2, though. He needs friends. None of them show up, so he dumps it. If you're a goaltender, go to the net. Hell yeah. Carlo is out there with OEL right now. And it doesn't look like either of them are looking for a change. Domi on the forecheck. Matthews takes it clean off for Reinhart. Oh, McMahon! Oh, good setup from Matthews. McMahon has had an okay night. That might be his first shot on goal, but he's had two really good looks. Hook in front from Domi. No one there. Is that Matthews with McMahon and Domi on purpose? It can't be. They got a chance. Oh, McMahon has 3 shots on goal. There you go. That's his most shots on goal since the game that I chose to call him out. If you go and look at his game log, wraparound! Bobrovsky is smothered. Panthers get rid of it. Can you look up the last time McMahon had 3 shots on goal? It was a long time ago. It was like February. Thank you. 7:12 to go in the second. Leafs moving the puck really well here the last couple of minutes. Riley, nice, drops it. Oh, I thought he should have shot that. Lawton, in front. You know what? I think Berube might be it might have the blender out. Riley trying to stay with his man. He can't. Boquist. He's got Lundell. Oh, off the crossbar. Oh, I hope that didn't go in. A linesman taken down. Rather, a ref. Boquist behind the Leafs net. Jeez, this has been a really quick and wide open last few minutes of this game. This is McMahon's most shots since February 22nd against Carolina. How many games has that been? We're working on it. 6:15 to go in the second period. Oh, McCabe didn't know the puck was there. Oh, and the Panthers score. Nico Mikkola had the puck come to him in the high slot. No one on him. No one on him at all. He had a clean look and rips it. 2-1 Panthers. Yeah, 9 games for Bobby McMahon without 3 shots on goal, but he has them tonight. What happened here? It's just a poor effort from the fourth line. Great. I mean, just a wide open look for Nikola. No one's in front of the net. No one's attacking the point. No one's doing anything. No one's doing anything useful. It's a great pass. 2-1 lead for Florida. Shots 19-14 in their favor. Again, it doesn't feel like the Leafs are playing poorly. But it's hard to call them the better team. This is an even game at best. And the Leafs are pretty close to their best roster. They're at home. Panthers are missing Marchand. They're missing Ekblad. They're missing Tkachuk. You'd like to win this game. You'd like to win this game. Oh, we're tired. We've been on the road so long. Okay, well, you had 2 days off and you're at home now, so I'd like you to win this game. 5:30 to go in the second. Bennett. Gadjevich. Tanev. Up the ice for Lawton. McCabe dumps it. McMahon and Lawton after it. Lawton shovels it to McMahon. McMahon taken down. Lawton gets it back. Feeds the point. Carlo on. That one goes wide. Riley on. Stopped by Bob. Riley. Tipped away. Carlo dumps it. Marner after it. Oh, the Leafs have too many men. And they're going to get called for it. Is this back-to-back games with too many men? Panthers are going to the power play again. With 4:44 to go in the second after this commercial break. Brutal! Connor Timmins and Connor Dewar have scored in the same game tonight. That's Dewar's first of the season. Trivia. Yes, Hayden. Which Panther has the most career goals against the Leafs? Now, this is as a Panther. I'm going to say Sam Reinhart. Sam Reinhart is 6th. Not even close. The leader has 13 career goals. Barkov? He is 2nd. Is it Huberdeau? I was like, I bet it's Huberdeau, but there's... Damn. Yeah, underrated Leaf killer. Underrated. Pavel Bure's 3rd. They were so bad, though. His Panthers were so ass. He has one of the craziest stat lines I've ever seen. The year he had, it was like 94 points. And his next closest teammate had like 50. Like, I don't even know how you pull that off. From Heather. Drew, I will say that sitting in the sixth row at the Avalanche game showed me that both Marner and Stolarz were really good, but not hat trick Choo-Choo or MVP McKinnon good. You know what? I don't think I like the Avs fans peanut gallery going on here, all right? So producer Hayden's looking at that Bure season. In the 2000-2001 season, Bure had 92 points. The next closest player on his team was Viktor Kozlov with 37 points. How the hell? That's never going to happen again. Ever. For the rest of our lives. There's no way. Luke Vela. Steve, happy belated. Share your chicken fingers. Absolutely not. Never. They're fixing a little rut in the ice right now with water bottles and pucks. I always thought that was the stupidest thing. I was like, there's no way that's actually fixing it. And then we made a backyard rink this year, and I tried it. Like, I just put a little bit of snow in there, packed it in, used the puck, used some water, and it was like rock solid immediately. I was like, damn it. I've been a fool. .444 to go in the second. Panthers power play is about to begin after this break. Here it is. Face-off. Matthews versus Barkov. The Leafs win it. Clean. McCabe. Can he get it out? He does. If you think you're having a bad game, at least you're not the Blues goalie who is letting goals to Ryan Graves, Connor Timmins, and Connor Dewar in the same game. Ooh. Oh, my God. Here come the Panthers. Barkov. His pass is flubbed a little bit. Tanev, Bennett, and Barkov working away in the corner. They get it to the point to Seth Jones. Oh, Bennett. That's too clean of a look for Bennett. That is deflected out of play, though. Thank goodness. Minute 22 to go in this Panthers power play. 4:06 to go with the second period. I don't know. Connor Timmins and Connor Dewar have both scored for Pittsburgh. It's literally Dewar's first of the season. Did Dewar and Timmins get traded so Carlo and Lawton could get the jerseys numbers they wanted? Yes. Face off in the Leaf zone. 4:06 to go in the second. Puck is dropped. Panthers win that pretty clean. Oh, and the ref didn't like it. He said, no, give me that puck back. Give me that puck back. Lawton is out there now. Lawton, Carlo, I think that's Marner and Benoit. Leafs win it, and they dump it down the ice. Take note of how often, or rather how seldomly, the Leafs use David Kampf on the penalty kill with Lawton and Matthews now. Because if they don't use Kampf very much in this role, my bet is he gets moved at the draft. Panthers at the point. Jones looking for a lane, looking for a friend, finds Samoskevich. Good play by Yarncroke. Picks it off. I think I confused him with Marner again. They look the same. Not literally. Like their shape and jersey number and handedness and shut up. Dewar's first goal in 42 games. Existence is pain. Lawton takes down his man. Oh, the Panthers somehow hold the line. Seth Jones down low. Panthers. Samoskevich. How on earth did that stay in? Jones with it. Samoskevich. 7 seconds to go. Oh, and Bennett scores. 3 seconds to go on this power play. Are you kidding me, boys? How didn't that get out? How didn't that get out? 2:47 to go in the second. That's a killer of a goal. Seth Jones. Lawton takes out his foot. Oh my God. It's sitting on the blue line, and Seth Jones from his stomach hooks it back into the zone. You could have argued Lawton could have got a penalty there. Reinhart just feathers a pass to Bennett. Too easy. That's a bad penalty kill goal. That's bad. Bennett, 2 power play goals. And this building's pretty quiet. 2:32 to go in the second period. You had 3 seconds to kill, dude. That's so bad. So you're either going to go into the third down 2, unless the Panthers score again, or you're going to get one right here. Tavares fighting for it, doing a good job. Domi is out there with Tavares and Nylander right now. I think because Yarncroke was just out there on the penalty kill. Tavares battling. Nylander. Domi lets it go. Tavares battling. Tavares gets it back. Oh, Domi almost poked it to Nylander. Nylander. It's under 2 minutes to go in the second here. Nylander. Oh, he was looking for Matthews. Kulikov doesn't let the pass get through. Here comes Jake McCabe. Matthews. Shot! Rebound from Nyes. Trying to get the elbowing call. Doesn't work. Leafs can't hold the zone. 1:27 to go in the second. Hey, Bennington's been good, Cass. Verhaeghe. Shot! Goodness gracious, guys. Get your head out of your ass. Matthews dumps it. It's a terrible end to this period. Got to get a goal here. Marner. Weak shot. Doesn't get through. Or rather, does get through. It just goes wide. Panthers. Block a pass. Up the ice, though. Marner. That's not a pick. Kampf lays the body. Be nice to have Robertson in the lineup. You're down 2. Instead, you got a guy who doesn't hold his stick. He loses it. Here's Kampf. Didn't even swat at it. Kampf. Shot. Doesn't get through. 18 seconds to go in the period. Holmberg takes down Jones. No call. 6 seconds. In front! That one goes wide. And the Leafs down 2 heading into the third. That stinks. That's bad. That sucks. Corrupted saying Riley with the second most ice time, 1 shot. Hate how passive the Leafs PK is. You see how effective Florida is when they pressure the blue line. Florida killed the Leafs with their aggressiveness in 2023. And lots of personnel have changed, but that hasn't changed. Okay, chat. Steve, Hayden, SDP, have a lovely night. Have a lovely night, Cass. Adam, if the Leafs somehow play Boston in round 1, how dare you? And get to game 7, how dare you? Put your watch along on pay-per-view for $20 and set Leo up for life. Make sure it's rated TV 14 in case you implode on camera. So our live stream for the Four Nation Face-Off gold medal game where Canada won is our second most watched video of any kind, not just live stream, video of any kind on the SDPN YouTube channel. Second most. Number 1 is Game 7 from this past spring. No. Why does everyone love my pain so much? Man. You know, you asked me about the penalty kill. I was like, nah, penalty kill's been fine. Not tonight. Not tonight. If there was any time for a big comeback win, this would be it. You need this win. You need this win. The Panthers are only going to get stronger the rest of the season. Marchand is going to join the lineup. Kachuk is going to join the lineup. Partway through the first round, Aaron Ekblad's going to join the lineup. You can't beat him now. You ain't going to like him then. Producer Hayden, what do we got for our second intermission entertainment? Oh, does Darlene actually want out of Buffalo? This one's spicy. Enjoy.
There was a report by Paul Bissonnette that Rasmus Dahlin wanted out of Buffalo.
And he was so happy.
Rasmus Dahlin, he's always so happy. That's what I've noticed about Rasmus, is he plays happy. He's no, but he's. I guess Paul said, Biz said, I don't dig for this information. It's given to me by people. But apparently Dahlin met with Kevin Adams and said that if this doesn't turn around, I'm gonzos. And here's what Dahlin said: I want to be moved. I don't know what he's talking about. I've never said I want out of here. I'm not happy where we're at. I don't want to lose. We have to get better. I never said I want out of here. I thought I was pretty clear.
So I think there's some truth spread around.
He also said, I get pissed off by that. I haven't been mentioned with the word leave before. So yeah, that's just how it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it seems like an authentic emotion. I do believe he had a sit down with Kevin Adams.
I mean,
Like, I believe
after a
that.
season like this, they should have a sit down. Multiple, maybe.
Yeah, I think the waters maybe got muddy. Like one of the things I thought was very funny when I talked about the Rangers having their little anti-Chris Drury meeting that they had a few months ago, is like one of the big pushbacks I got was, well, it wasn't a players only meeting. It's like, okay. Well,
Semantics.
They had a meeting though. Like
Yeah.
they spoke about it.
Yeah, the semantics are irrelevant to the overall story you're trying to tell people.
Yeah,
Like,
someone was like, Vinny Trocheck said it didn't happen. So now what? Oh, wow. So he was asked point blank, hey, did you have a meeting talking shit about your boss? And he said no. Color me shocked.
Yeah.
You know, guys, I'd be concerned if Darlene didn't try to sit Kevin Adams down and have some sort of conversation with him. He's the captain. The contents of that meeting, I don't know. They didn't, if I'm not mistaken, Biz didn't say Rasmus Dahlin wants out. He said, if things don't change, I'm gonzos, which is similar. But the difference is key. I don't want to be here if things don't change.
he's trying to make things work. He's like, if we can turn this around and we're winning, then I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, he's not demanding a trade right now.
Should Rasmus Dahlin be like, fuck yeah, keep me on the Sabres forever? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
They suck a lot, actually. And
I wouldn't want a player who thinks that.
yes.
This organization has sucked for a decade and you want to be here?
Yeah.
Like, what? No, you should want to make this thing better, or you want to go somewhere where you can win, because winning's what matters.
No team in hockey has been more consistent over the past decade than the Buffalo Sabres. Derogatory. Like,
In a bad way, yeah.
they're always there at the bottom. Last year, they took a step. This year was another step back. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he said something along those lines.
Yeah, here was what Darlene said in response to Spit and Chicklets when he was asked about it in his scrum. This was posted by the Buffalo Sabres themselves.
Ooh.
There's a clip circulating on social media from the Spit and Chicklets podcast that said, if you guys don't figure this out soon, you want to be moved. Is that accurate?
Who?
Paul Bissonnette.
Who wants to be moved?
You.
I want to be moved.
You said you told Adam something.
That I want to be gone
it
from
doesn't-
Buffalo.
if it doesn't
No,
change.
that's I don't know what he's talking about. I've never said I want out of here. I'm not happy where we're at. I don't want to lose. We have to get better. But I've never said I want out of here. I thought that was pretty clear.
So you would definitely say that podcast from Bissonnette is false.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even. That bugs me actually. I get pissed off by that. I haven't even mentioned the word leave. So yeah, that's just how it is. If guys don't want to be here, then he don't want to be here. You can't really do anything about it. But I don't see that in this room. We have a lot of really, really good competitors who wants to turn this around, and that's what gives me the most hope.
Maybe he didn't use the term leave. He used the term not stay.
Well, I mean,
Also, like
Uproot.
they explained what Bissonnette said. Like
Yes.
he said that you had a meeting about, hey, if things don't turn around, you're going to want out. And Darlene denied wanting to leave right now. He did not deny going to Kevin Adams and saying, we need to get better. And he even admits, like, we need to get better.
Yeah.
So I think, like, Bissonnette's report is right that he said that Darlene went to Kevin Adams and said that we want to get better.
Now-
because that's all Bissonnette said.
well, and I will say, no one in all of hockey is as good an actor as that. Like he seemed authentically upset.
Yes.
Yeah,
Not
so
not a hard place for him to get to, honestly, though.
No.
Based on the way he plays, he's pretty upset most of the time.
He's going to be so good in the playoffs
That's
one day.
that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
he's
Right.
a monster.
And
Yeah.
I would be upset too if I had a meeting with my boss and then now people are just chatting about it on a podcast. Like, I
does
would want that out.
And before Sabres fans turn on this guy, I'm not saying you will, but there's a history. I think.
Oh dear.
I think Rasmus Dahlin is the person best positioned to get the Sabres winning again. And it's not from his play on the ice. It's from him threatening to go. If he did say, listen, in the future, I'll have to consider my options, which is probably what he did say, the Sabres have got to do something about that. They really do. And hey, you know what's crazy is that they had to do something about that mid-season, and then they said we're not going to do anything, and then they traded for they traded Dylan Cousins for Norris.
Josh
Norris. I wanted to say Morris for some reason. I don't know why. It's probably because I got up way too early this morning. And I think that's the key here. Is like when your star players who you did commit $80 million to in this particular case say, yeah, I probably don't want to be here long term if you guys are just going to futz around. And that is going to spur action. Fans being mad, media asking questions, people bringing palm trees to the rink. That hasn't worked. It should have embarrassed them into action, but it hasn't worked. Okay, so now we got our captain sitting down with the general manager going, this sucks, man. And this is on you.
The well is poisoned, and that nothing is going to change until that changes. I pay attention to what people are saying, and someone brought up Jack Eichel talk about, I've never heard Sabres fans this loud. I think it was last year or the year before, or whenever it was. It was his return to Buffalo. And then someone posted a clip of Jeff Skinner scoring an OT winner back when he was with Buffalo, and the roof is going to blow off the place.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And they're like, well, what about this, Jack? And then Dylan Cousins said something in Ottawa about, I got chills down my spine from the reaction that he got from Ottawa, and he scored a big goal for them. Might have been the game winner recently. And people were like, well, the very valid point I saw was, well, Dylan, the Sabres might have done better if their $7 million second line center didn't completely friggin' disappear. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's a fair criticism. But things keep going wrong for them. Nothing goes right. And, if something does go right, okay, Tage Thompson goes from the wing to center and it somehow makes him better. And it can't just be one thing. Like every year we're like, oh, well, they did this, they did that. Yeah, but it's not enough. And that's for other NHL teams. For the Sabres, they just can't string together enough good things as an organization to be even remotely competitive.
This should be a good thing for Sabres fans, like this whole conversation, because if it ends up lighting a fire under Kevyn Adams' ass to get up and do things, then good.
Yeah.
Like, you should be happy that you guys are being talked about right now in terms of a superstar leaving if you don't get things done, because maybe that forces the organization to get things done.
This is an ownership thing. Their only path forward. You know, I've gotten a bunch of texts. Friggin' Dwayne keeps messaging me about overpaying Marner this summer. Like the Sabres.
Marner's not going to Buffalo.
Oh, I don't know. Well, their only path forward is to... how else do you get talent? Like, you're going to have to offer someone an egregious amount of money. Because, I mean, it's hard enough keeping guys in Carolina right now. Like, an organization's reputation precedes them.
I mean, the guys
difficult.
in Carolina tend to be fine resigning there.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I mean, as RFAs, though, like the UFAs leave. They get bigger money elsewhere.
Get guys to come to Buffalo and stay.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard.
Yeah, that's why Greenway and Zucker are staying, right? Because it was like, hey, we're trying to build a culture here. It's been transient.
Let's overpay them.
And for Greenway, we were like, holy shit, what? Yeah. They're paying them what?
And as Leaf fans, we have no disrespect. And sorry, Jesse, just give me one sec. We have no disrespect of Buffalo Sabres fan culture or fandom. I remember.
No, they're hardcore.
They were our arch nemesis and kicked the Leafs' ass.
I hated the Sabres as a kid.
Me too. It was like a miserable game on the schedule because they played a trap game. Mike Pekka shut down Matt Sundin. Dominic Hasek stopped everything else. It was brutal. And so when they are able to figure this out, it's going to be great in Buffalo. And it's going to be one of those places where, like Edmonton, 7 or 8 years ago, before McDavid shows up, people were like, I don't know, nobody wants to play there. And now everybody's waving their no-trade clause to go to Edmonton. I think we're headed in that direction eventually if this organization doesn't sit on its hands.
The Leafs are losing 3-1 to the Florida Panthers at home. And a player I left on the bench in fantasy tonight scored a goal. No, it wasn't Connor Dewar. You imagine? I want to know how many players on Yahoo had Simone Benoit and they were like, I knew it. Dylan Holloway scored for me. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. The Boy 4747. I need you to know that Allmark made an incredible save. Thank you for giving me a stat that is not about Connor Dewar. Have the Panthers become the new Bruins? No. They've won a cup more recently than 2011. That's the thing about the Bruins is they were a really, really, really good team, and obviously they tortured the Leafs. Outside of their rivalry with the Leafs, they did a lot of choking themselves. But we didn't really... I don't know. It's difficult for us to say anything. Barky Bark. Everyone likes to watch their friend's team lose. You're our friend, Steve. Thank you. Plus, no one does an apocalyptic meltdown like the Leafs and you, sir. Thank you. Rohan, I watched the David Ayres video so many times. I felt bad when Steve said that people only show up to the LFR videos when the Leafs lose. I've gone out of my way to watch every LFR this season despite not being a Leafs fan. Thank you. You know what I could do right now? Let me go through my YouTube channel and we'll see how far down we have to get for a Leafs win. Views. How do I do it? Lifetime. David Ayres, 1.3 million. Nope. Game 7 against Montreal, 800,000. Nope. Game 7 against, is that Boston 2019? Nope. Game 7 I think that was last year against Boston. 437,000. Nope. Phil Kessel and Era Wasted. 378,000. Nope. Game 7 against Tampa. 2022. 360,000. Nope. Game 6 against Montreal. 2021. 354,000. Nope. A video literally called Nope, where the Leafs lost 9-2 to Nashville. 343,000. Nope. Game 7 2013. 304,000. Nope. And the top win ever for my YouTube channel, 303,000. The Leafs beating the Lightning in Game 6, which is only 18,000 views ahead of the Leafs losing Game 5 to Columbus. Oh my God. So how many videos was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Demon Slayer, when the Leafs beat the Lightning, is 10th. It's barely in the top 10. Fragada. Zach Lesk. LOL, no Marchand, no Ekblad, no Kachuk. They still get caved in. This team is a joke. Very happy Cats fan. Producer Drew sent a stat. We're not going to put it on the screen because it's going to look horrible. Unless, Hayden, do you want to? We definitely don't have to. Let's not. Nah, let's not. Leafs are getting caved in the Corsi battle. The Panthers are winning by, I think it's 13. They have 13 more Corsi than the Leafs. But, like, the Leafs haven't been ahead in the Corsi battle since, like, a few minutes into the game. So it's just been Panthers pulled ahead, and they have stayed ahead. That has to change. Third period, Leafs down 2. 2 large points at stake here. Puck is about to be dropped for the third. Puck is dropped. Panthers win that decently clean. Dumped. McCabe taking down my Reinhardt. No call. Seth Jones from the point puts it on. Stopped by Stolers. That goes into the corner. Tanev battling for it. Kicked away. Nyes. Tanev. Verhaeghe hard on the puck. Bobbling puck for McCabe. McCabe nearly falls down. What happened there? Matthews airmails it. Wouldn't kill the Leafs to get more out of Matthews, eh? I know he's on a point streak. I do. But his goal scoring pace is way down. Way down. Leafs clear it. First minute of the third period rather is gone. Here comes Samoskevich, gloved by Stolers. A minute 10. Oh, Matthews' point streak ended in Utah, so never mind. Forgot to tell you that I wanted Kachuk versus Kachuk in round 1. Sorry, bud. Have fun with Tampa. I'd take it. Watching the Kachucks tear each other apart when I'm not watching my series. Hell yeah. Emo Jalapeno gifted 5 SDPN memberships. Thank you. Chances of Bennett signing in Toronto. That was a heated discussion in the group chat during that intermission. Some saying he's perfect. Others saying he has David Clarkson vibes. I don't think I love that. Panthers down the ice. 18:30 to go in the third period. Lots of time. But seconds pouring through the Leafs' hands. Panthers, just a wall at their blue line. They dump it into the Leaf zone. The fourth line has to be like at least an option to score, and they're just not. I would like to see Robertson play the next game. Holmberg taken down, his helmet comes off. Is that going to be a hold on Schmidt? Ref does appear to be calling something. I mean, Schmidt had Holmberg completely wrapped up. He's shaking his head. I don't know why. Oh, he gets into Holmberg's hands. He wraps his arm around him. And it resulted in a turnover. Like, what do you want? Of course they called it. Michael N. You should do a live with the Flying Fluffy channel. I don't know what that is. I'm also not Googling it because I'm afraid. Matthews with the power play faceoff. He wins it. Nylander. Marner. On! Where is it? Seth Jones blocked it. Tavares, great job on the puck. Gets it to the point. Nylander. Marner. Faked the one-timer. Marner cross-ice to Tavares. Marner at the point. Nylander. Matthews. Nylander. Shoot that. He does. Bob stops it. 17:34 to go in the third period as we await a faceoff. 1:37 to go in this Leafs power play. I mean, geez. You're down 2 in the third. You don't score here, you're going to have a hard time. What better opportunity? You think the refs are giving you another power play this game? I don't think so. Matthews wins it. Nice. Great job getting it to Marner at the point. Marner to Tavares. Shoots. It doesn't get through. Willie to Marner at the point. Back to Willie. Nylander down low to Nyes. Nyes in front. No one gets it. Panthers clear. Minute 18 to go in this power play. 17-12 to go in the third period. Marner. Hook to Matthews. Matthews to Nyes. Nyes to Marner. Marner cuts to the middle. Tavares. Marner. Willie receives it funny. Marner. On! That was tipped and hit the goalpost. Tavares gets it to Marner. Matthews. Someone shoot. Marner. Marner. Tavares to Nylander. On! He hit the post too? 35 seconds to go in this power play. Leafs changing. Panthers changing too. Willie. Nice. Marner. Oh! Just out of the reach of Willie. Neither of those are even going to show up as shots on goal. Matthews. Marner. On! And Bob gobbles it up. 14 seconds to go on the power play. 16-11 to go in the third. Man. Steve, have you heard of Matter Daddy? Yes. Oh, Flying Fluffy channel is the biggest Panthers fan on YouTube. I believe you. Wait, how long has he been doing it? Do I know him? There was a guy years ago, but I haven't seen from him in a while. I don't know if he kept up with it. 16 seconds to go in the third. Leafs power play expires. Domi. Tries to center it. Doesn't work. I ruined everything on purpose. I don't care. Here come the Leafs. They got some open ice. Domi shoots and scores. What a night for Max Domi. Catches the Panthers on a funny line change. And with 15:34 to go in the third, a lot of time left, the Leafs pull to within one. An assist away from a Gordie Howe hat trick. That's a great shot from Max Domi. Great, and he beats Sergei Bobrovsky when he did it. Right under the glove. Shoo! Shoo! He lays the biggest hit of the game, beats the brakes off of someone, and scores a goal. That's a great game, Max. We need more. Still down 1. Let's keep it going. Matthews and Barkov waiting at the faceoff circle. Hot damn, Max. Who found him? Who sprung him? That was great. That was a great play. Domi knows what Matter Daddy is. Well, now it's both of us. Nice. Dumps it. Marner laying the body on Reinhart. Laying the body. Oh, Matthews not called. Cool. Good. McCabe dumps it. Panthers dump it out. It was Yarncroke with the primary assist. It was broken out. Yarncroke got it, and then Domi. There you go. There you go. Concussion, remember? Okay. Tanev. Up the ice, Lawton after it. He's got Willie backdoor. Couldn't get to it. Backdoor was generous. 14:40 to go in the third. Here come the Panthers. Rodriguez. On. Stop by Stolar's big rebound. Boy, I don't love that. Lawton tries to get it to Tavares. Doesn't work. Carlo. Around the net for OEL. We've seen lots of different combinations out of Berube tonight. A little bit of shuffling with the forward group, but a lot with the defenders. Tavares, 1-on-3. Leafs hold the zone. Oh, Tanev, tip by McMahon, stop by Bob. Panthers get out. Jason LeBlanc, Domi going Super Saiyan this game. Hell yeah. Not anything to do with this game, but I miss Stompin' Tom, says Robert Bett. Well, this has been a good old hockey game, Robert. And hopefully it gets a little better for the Leafs. Still down 1. Here come the Panthers. Shot, doesn't get through. McMahon leaves it for Domi. McMahon up for Jake McCabe, who has Domi. Domi takes it. McCabe drives the net. Domi to Lorenz at the point. Lorenz falls, gets it back, shot! Oh, McCabe airmails it. Benoit holds the line, shovels it in for Lorenz. Panthers get out. Panthers. Stolers plays it. 13-13 to go in the third period. Make a wish. Pontus Holmberg collects it in his feet. Lorenz tries to find Holmberg. Goes into the corner for Kampf. Boy, I'd love Nick Robertson out there right now. Never know. Maybe these guys will score and make me look silly. Kampf. Holmberg. Rings it around. Leafs with a little bit of momentum here. Carlo around. Holmberg. Cruises around, wraparound, stopped by Bob. OEL prevents the Panthers from getting it deep. Lorenz rings it around. Nobody tells Steve that Connor Dewar has 2 goals tonight. Frig off! No way. Using my milestone post to bring positive vibes. Hell yeah, we need that. Dewar having 2 is so funny. Oh my God. Panthers in the Leafs corner. Matthews trying to take it off of Barkov. Doesn't work. Oh, Panthers locked up by Tanev. Barkov fighting for it. That shot doesn't get through. Tanev, good job. Keeps it away from Reinhart. Marner gets it out. But geez, it's decent defense from the top line, but you're down a goal. You need offense from those guys. That's what Barkov does, man. Even when you're doing well against him, he's doing better against you. Mikkola taken into the boards by Tavares, battling for a puck in the Panthers zone. 11:30 to go in the third. Lots of time, but less than the last time we checked. Lawton getting his first as a Leaf would not suck. That would be great, actually. Lawton to Tavares. Tavares is having a great game. Tavares to Nylander. Nylander has it taken off him by Bennett. Lawton. Oh, good battle behind the net. It's in front. Willie. Oh, shoot it, Willie. Who are you looking for? Lawton to Benoit at the point. One-timer. Shot. Stopped by Bob. Domi. Lawton. OEL. On. Wide. Domi after it. Out of the zone. Oh, Leafs with a ton of guys on the ice. Iced by the Panthers. 10:39 to go in the third. Shots now 24-23 in favor of the Leafs. Domi, I don't care about the first. Also, Domi, I will end your life. This, yeah, I think I think he was screwing with us. That's so funny. I need the Leafs to win this game for the LFR. I need to give Domi his flowers. Matthews, ozone draw. It's McCabe with OEL. Matthews, Marner, Nyes, McCabe, and OEL is on the right. Rodriguez, how is Rodriguez still in this faceoff? Matthews wins it clean. McCabe. Marner to McCabe. On! Where is it? Nice! Stop by Bob! Oh, golden opportunity. Oh! We get another faceoff, 10:31 to go in the third. This will be a TV timeout. Ah! Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. The Panthers, once up 3-1, now only up 3-2 with about half a third period to play. Max Domi with an incredible game so far. Huge hit, huge fight, huge goal. John Tavares has had a pretty good game. He got the Leafs' other goal. Could use some more out of a few other guys. Ice time leaders from producer Hayden. Marner leads the Leafs. He's already played 18 minutes, 23 seconds, he said. There's quite a bit of time left. Leader for the Panthers. Seth Jones. 21 minutes, 45 seconds already. He'll be over 25. Forsling's already played 20 minutes and 5 seconds. Yeah, Paul Maurice, especially with that's hilarious because like you get Jones so that you don't have to ride your first pair so hard, and then Ekblad goes out. Like the Panthers' third pair is not going to play in the playoffs. Like they're not playing. They're gonna give like, what do you think? 23 minutes to each pair. And then the third pair. Maybe. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Man, that was a great tip by Nyes. He got the rebound too. Oh, and Matthews just misses too. Click like, get us over 1,000. The reason the Leafs are losing is we're not over 1,000. How dare you? Offensive zone draw, Tavares. Lawton and Nylander are together. OEL to Riley. A lot of OEL here. Stopped by Bob and held on to. Lawton on the wing here. Hey, you add players to your lineup, you get options. Tavares loses that draw, and Mikkola collects it. And Lawton takes a healthy run at him. They were chirping at each other. Stops the Leafs from being onside, though. Tavares has to go after Kulikov. Lawton, can't stop it there. He gets it back, though. Lawton Gains the zone to Tavares. Tavares curls around, curls back. Lawton down low. Riley cross ice. Can't find Nylander. The Leafs have to go after it. OEL. Boy, OEL's playing a lot. Riley. There's just no teammates there, though. Rings it around for no one. There's Matthews. He's not no one. McCabe chips it in. Nye's going after it. Forsling takes that easily. Marner steals it. Matthews on. That one goes wide. Tanev around. McCabe's going to pinch here. Verhaeghe gets it. Panthers escape with numbers. Verhaeghe, one-timer. Stopped by Stolers. McCabe advances it up the ice for Matthews. He's got Nyes with him. Turnover. Benoit. 9:05. Shout out Pickering to go in the third. Simone Benoit gains center, dumps it. Reverse hit on Rodriguez. Domi. Benoit's been so entertaining to watch. Could be better on the penalty kill. Domi going after it, trying to create a turnover off of Bennett. Doesn't work. Rodriguez driving wide. Yarncroke with him. Oh, that one goes wide. Stolers didn't know where it was. 8:28 to go in the third. Yarncroke with the steal. Can't clear the zone. Another steal. Riley takes it away. Someone's lost a glove. It's a Panther. Riley has to calm down a bouncing puck. The Leafs are still not out of their zone. Good Lord. Carlo gets it out. But is that going to be ice? No, it is not. It's waved off. Kulikov with it in his own zone. 8 minutes to go in the third. Gadjevich behind the Leafs net. Panthers just going to try to cycle it down low. Squirts in front to Lorentz. I don't want to see this fourth line after the shift. Oh, never mind. OEL shot. Oh, it's blocked. In front. Oh, Lorentz. That was a good opportunity, man. Lorentz holds the zone. Tire them out. Lay some hits. Do something. There's a hit. Here comes Jake McCabe. He's activated offensively in the last few minutes. Line held by Tavares. Just again, the little thing king. Lawton lays a big hit. 7:11 to go in the third. Seth Jones drops it. Lawton. Carlo. Chips it in for Tavares. Willie can't hold the line. Here come the Panthers. What happened there? Offside? Or did it go out of play? Hit someone on the bench. Benoit almost put Rodriguez into the bench. Or sorry, rather, he almost put himself into the bench. Puppy Girl, welcome to SDP VIP. I'm just going to say there are nearly 1,900 people in this chat and fewer than 850 likes. That is poo. Let's get over 1,000. That is the reason the Leafs are losing, is because it's not over 1,000. Steve Dangle on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Let's tie this game, eh? A Leafs win in regulation would be pretty cool. A Panthers win in regulation would be pretty crap. Tell you what, any ground gained on the Panthers is good ground. Get it to OT. Tie it up. Get it to OT. Settle it there. Settle it there. Leafs looking better. They're picking up the pace. Let's get it going. Mitch Marner, 13 career goals against the Panthers. I know that. Producer Hayden told me. John Tavares, 15 career goals against the Florida Panthers. I know that. Producer Hayden told me. And he beat them in the playoffs once. with the Islanders. Austin Matthews, 15 career goals against the Florida Panthers. I know that Hayden told me. Death Eater, hey Steve, go Leafs go. I agree. The difference here is the Panthers capitalizing on their power play. Hey, over 1,000 likes. Now the Leafs can win. It's going to happen. I'm telling you. Face off just outside the Leaf zone. Puck is dropped with 6:50 to go in the third. I don't care if it's the trauma. Leafs win is entirely too optimistic. No, it's not. How dare you? Shut up. Barkov with it in the Leaf zone. Marner collects it to Tanev. Oh boy, giveaway. Matthews to Marner. He's leading the rush. Forsling does a good job keeping Marner away from the puck there. They're talking on the broadcast right now. The Panthers are so good at almost committing interference, but not quite. We've seen it a few times tonight. Forsling has been unreal at it. Just being in the way. Whistle with exactly 6 minutes to go in the third. Shots are 23. Sorry, no, they're not. They're 24-24. Hayden asking if I want Robertson in this lineup. Who comes out? It's a very easy answer for me. Pontus Holmberg. And if it's not Holmberg, then it's Kampf. Get him out. Holmberg in the middle. Robertson on the left, but I would probably take out Holmberg. What is it? What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing out there that's irreplaceable? Puck goes out of play. 5:56 to go in the third. What's he doing that's so great? What's he doing that's irreplaceable in this lineup? Holmberg has been on the ice for 9 minutes. He has a shot, a hit, and he's a -1. The Leafs have a bunch of guys in the minors who could give you that. Like, get out of here. Like, Robertson's sat for 3 straight. I understand the Leafs wanting to give this lineup a look, especially if they lose this game. No, Robertson has to play next game. The Panthers, doing a good job. Leafs can't clear the zone. Stoller's the save. McMahon, the clear. But the Leafs need a goal. Clearing isn't good enough. You just think they still have Tkachuk and Marchand. Yeah, and Ekblad. Carlo with it in his own zone. Can I get a Go Jets go for tomorrow's game versus the Stars? No. Carlo to Benoit, gains center, dumps it. Panthers dump it right back. It's not going to be nearly enough for icing. McCabe being chased by Lusterinen. Benoit up the ice. Nylander to no one. To no one, guys. Under 5 minutes to go in the third, we get a whistle. 4:51 to go in the third. Is this going to be our final commercial break? I think so. Boy. Got to get some offense going, boys. Got to get some offense. Rain, welcome to STP VIP. Woo! Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Gotten 133 new members who can now watch our STP VIP episodes. I believe we got one going up tomorrow morning. So if you got a new membership, you'll be able to check that out. If you're interested in signing up for VIP or gifting VIP memberships, in the bottom right-hand corner of the chat, you'll see a little dollar bill. Go ahead and click that. Gives you options for Super Chat. Gives you options to sign up for SDP VIP. Gives you the option to sign up for SDP VIP ad-free, which gives you access to every one of our episodes of the Steve Dangle podcast ad-free. Or you can gift memberships because you're just so gosh darn great. You're so good. You're so great. Everyone says it. You're hearing it more and more. I always say. Who's getting it? Who's getting the game time goal? Connor Dewar apparently says Hayden. Which one of us is more surprised that Dewar scored? Me, the Leaf fan, or you, the Wild fan? He scored double-digit goals for your team. He's probably not playing bottom six, you're right. Because he wasn't in Minnesota, right? Who was he playing with? Like, do you remember? He played with Zuccarello and Kaprizov. Connor Dewar. They put him in front of the net on the power play. That tracks. Hurry up and grow up, Leo. We need you. Hey, don't you dare. Puck is dropped at center ice. Leafs dump it. Chasing after Seth Jones is Matthew Nyes. Panthers in the neutral zone. They dump it. I got my late in the third period voice. It's very bassy. Marner, hard up the ice to McCabe. Matthews goes in and gets it. Battling with Seth Jones. Nyes helps them out. Reinhart. Matthews with it. Centers it for Marner. Ah! His shot turns into a flutter because it was blocked, gloved by Bob. Dun, 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 dun. 4:14 to go in the third period. Domi is out there with Tavares and Nylander. Domi on the left, Nylander on the right. Panthers clear it. I think this will be icing, though. And it is. 4:06 to go in the third. I wonder if Berube just goes with what he had. There's only been like 5 seconds that have passed. Domi, 8 goals, 7 assists in 25 career games versus Florida, according to the broadcast. Domi scored 28 goals in a season once. He's had an unreal night. He looks so much better on the wing than he did at center. So much better. Tavares with 4:06 to go in the third. Wins the draw to Nylander. Nylander, he loses the handle and loses the zone. Hands it off to OEL. OEL has played a ton in this third period. Nylander to Riley. Riley will dump it. Domi after it. Panthers come up with it. 3:45 to go in the third. Samoskevich into the corner for Bennett. Behind the net for Samoskevich. Panthers are really good at wasting time by making you battle for it in your own end. 3:30 to go in the third. Like, you see how much time? They eat it away. They eat it away. Like, let's say they get you to waste 10, 15 seconds. They do that to you enough times. They kill like a percentage of the period. There you go. They turn you around the other way. Leafs are in their own zone. It's in the corner. Panthers forecheck. Oh, Yarncroke negates the icing, but Forsling has it. Panthers. They get it out. They dump it. They're going to chase after it. Forecheck. Tanev loses it. 2:45 to go in the third. Stolers might get pulled soon. Nylander. That one just goes wide. OEL tries to pinch the boards. It works. Behind the net now. Matthews chasing after it. Trying to take it off of Reinhart. Takes him down. No call. Nice. Tries to drive the net. It doesn't work. Bennett with it in his own corner. Tries to get it out. Booted back in by OEL, but it's chased out by Bennett. 2-on-2. Stolar's still in the Leafs net. Carlo out there with OEL. 2:07 to go in the third. Running out of time. 2 minutes to go in the third. Running out of time. Marner gets it. Leafs gain the zone. It's into the corner. No one's there. Panthers chip it out easily. Stollers is now on the bench. Guys, like dumping it in on the Panthers does not work. Tavares, great job tying up Jones. Panthers, they get it out. 90 seconds to go in this game. Marner gains the zone. Willie to Matthews. Shoot it! He fans on it. Matthews to Willie. Minute 20. Marner. Matthews. Doesn't shoot. Does shoot. Stopped by Bob. 1:16 to go in the third. I imagine the Leafs are taking a timeout. Josh Jackson says, "Go, Leafs, go!" Oh, Austin. That is not going to help the narrative. Max Domi is out there, by the way. He should be. He's had a great game. Tavares is net front. He's had a great game. Both those guys should be there. Wouldn't mind Nyes out there. So who's out there? Domi, Matthews, Tavares, Marner, Nylander, Ekman, Larson. Nyes is on the bench. I like rewarding Domi, but oh boy. OEL has played a ton of hockey tonight. 1908 for OEL. Nice 1927s. It's like he's played a lot. For him to not be out there is kind of surprising, to be honest. But like, I guess, I don't know, you run out of forwards. They want 1D out there, so they have it. Panthers win that draw. Willie pinches the boards, holds it in. Nice, gets it to Tavares. Nice is out there. What? Okay. Oh, it hits Reinhart in the back. Willie finds it. Panthers get it out to center. Great poke check by Mitch. Panthers dump it, but the Leafs have it. And more importantly, it's not in the back of their net. OEL to Marner to Tavares. He can't get it deep. Ekman Larson saves the empty netter. 40 seconds to go in the third. Off the boards. Tries to get it to Matthews. Doesn't work. Willie holds it. OEL holds it. Matthews. This will be very interesting if the Leafs score here. Was that offside? I don't think so. Reinhart rings it around. Stopped by OEL. OEL run over by Bennett. 20 seconds to go in the third. Tavares. Oh, that was onside. No. Oh, I thought that was onside. It was on the blue paint, wasn't it? Oh, they had a better look at it than we did. Oh, that was so close. You think it was offside? Oh, Nyes was offside. Sorry, I was only looking at the puck. All right. 17 and a half seconds. Face off just outside the Florida zone. Domi, Matthews, McMahon, OEL, Nylander, and Marner. Marner's pass is off target. McMahon, someone! Marner stops the empty netter. There's 5 seconds left. Up the ice. Panthers turn it around, and the Panthers beat the Leafs in regulation. Panthers extending their lead on top of the Atlantic Division. Nathan Novak, how do you feel about the Leafs having to face Tampa or Florida again? If the Leafs finish second or third in the division and they have to face Tampa or Florida again, it's what they deserve. I'm a Leafs fan. I want them to win. I want them to face the easiest opponent possible. Judging by how they've played in the playoffs ever, playing the easiest opponent possible literally doesn't matter. I want the Leafs to get what they deserve. They deserve to lose a lot of their games recently. I want them to win, but We're tired. It's been a long road trip. You get 2 days off. You're at home. They don't have Marchand. They don't have Ekblad. They don't have Kachuk. You lose. You weren't the better team for the vast majority of that game. They've been playing like crap recently. Like, listen, that road trip, all right, it's over now. How long we doing this? How long we doing this? How many more games are the Leafs going to be second best? How many games are we going to get an incomplete effort from the Leafs and be like, they'll put it together. They'll figure it out. You know, they talk about playing your best hockey at the right time. Oilers are playing their worst hockey at the worst time right now, right? You're probably selling your Oilers stock if you've been watching them recently, right? You buying Leaf stock? Carlo hasn't fit in that great yet. Give him time, but he hasn't fit in that great yet. Lawton is a guy. The way he's played these first few games, that is a random man. Not a guy you trade a first for. That is some guy. Domi had an unreal night. Tavares had an unreal night. Willie was fine. Marner was pretty ordinary. Matthews is four-checking man. Like, you know how Canucks fans have been coping with, like, yeah, well, Pettersson's been great defensively. You don't make $11.6 million to, like, look good defensively, and that's it. Dude has 2 goals in 2025. Matthews has been getting points. He didn't get any in this game, I don't think. Did he get an assist on any of the goals? I don't think so. He looks ordinary. No points for Matthews. Lawton had the lowest time on ice amongst top 9 forwards. That's not even kind of good enough. Willie had an assist. Shots were 25-25 officially, according to TSN. But a lot of the shots the Leafs had and shot attempts Leafs had were towards the end of the game because of score effects. Sleep for 60 and wait for the third to play hard again, says Rowe. Honestly, Matthews should have gone on LTIR. No, Mike. Petey got 3 goals in the last 4. Oh, does he really? Well, shame on me. Carlo had the second lowest ice time amongst defensemen. I mean, I kind of understand that just because they were losing for so much of the game. Ugh. C. Kinley. Yeah, Steve, I'm quickly losing hope. This team does not win puck battles. They dump and chase. No, they're doing what they did last year against Boston again. Dump and don't chase. They dump it and no one's there. They dumped it against Florida and they were second on the puck by a mile. Nonsensical strategy. Giggling cat. Thank you. Thank you. Meow. How do the Leafs get to Game 7 this year? Do they have the series lead and blow it? I don't think so. No. It's either a close series and they force 7, or it's like Boston where they're down 3-1 again. Come back. I'm not going to be this guy. I'm not going to be this Leafs fan. Okay. I'm not. But there is, based on how they've played recently, very difficult to be optimistic. They've looked awful. Like, who do they got next? I know they got Calgary Monday. Who do they got Saturday? Is that Ottawa? Ottawa Saturday. Flames Monday. Avalanche Wednesday. So you got hungry for a playoff spot, the Avs. Rangers second half of a back-to-back, hungry for a playoff spot in New York. And then in Nashville on Saturday. Like, where's your reprieve? It's the show! Oh, it's hard. It's the NHL! Oh my God! Rise above! Once! Ever! Holy Toledo! You know, every year there's a few teams where everyone goes, gosh darn, are they impressive? Can that be you? Ever once? Wouldn't it be nice? I know there's a lot of games left. This is when your standard needs to go up, and it hasn't. They need to have a long, hard look in the mirror. Time for the big three to run their own lines. Ugh. Unrelated, Allmark had an unreal save tonight. I know, I saw that. Insignificant Nick, coming into this season, you talked a lot about how the rest of the team needs to score because Matthews won't get 69 again. He only has 23 right now, and the rest of the team hasn't scored enough. I don't yip at people who chirp me for my takes nearly as much as I used to. Because, God, I'm right. I'm just painfully... Sorry, what do you think? What do you think? You understand the history of Leafs futility better than me? What are the odds? What are the mathematical odds? I live and breathe the trauma of this catastrophic catastrophe. He scored 69 goals last season. Very difficult to replicate. And here we are. No, Holmberg should go in over Robertson for sure. For sure. Bob is now 10th overall in wins. I'm surprised he's only 10th. Spring is coming and the Leafs can smell it. It's tee-off season. God. Aren't you sick of this? Aren't you sick of the jokes? Aren't you sick of the this? Aren't you sick of the that? Nah, you know what? I bet it's the media. Edmonton's got no media. They made it to the Cup final. No one covers the Caps. No one covered. You know what team? What every media outlet in Canada and many in the States cover every friggin' year? Stanley Cup final. They're all there. Is the reason that someone wins the Stanley Cup every year simply because they have to? Like, someone has to win. Is that the reason? Or do they win because they're better than you? I think I know what the answer is. Raise the standard for God's sake. Low key, give me Keefe back if they are going to blow it. Let it be high scoring. You know what? Why not? Robert Bet, at least the Bruins lost 6-3. Makes me feel somewhat better. Meh. F1 racing has started. Who is your team? The Leafs. And they're going to blow that lead too. Listen, I got a LFR to shoot. And it's difficult to know what to... This time of year, it's difficult to know what to say if there's no real playoff race. That's not the case this year. There are places in the standings that are up for grabs. Forget winning the division. You're in danger of losing home ice in the first round. You're playing some of your worst hockey of the season. The new guys are not fitting in awesome. Yarncroke's fitting in the best out of all of them. The highest paid player in the National Hockey League has been mediocre. He's put up a lot of points in recent memory. Dude, he's got to score. How many scoring chances did he have? The most loyal. Listen, you can talk about the loudest fan base, the most passionate fan base. No one's more loyal. And every year, this team kicks him in the dick. And I would just like, for once, for this fan base to be rewarded. It's only March 13th. There's still time. But they got to wake the hell up because they look like crap. Even on the nights where they don't look like crap, they look second best. Sad Browns fan. Oh, God. Apart from Domi, Tavares, and Stolars, was this performance a masterclass of bumble flipping? No. So bumble flipping is when the Leafs are just playing poorly. They're kicking the puck around. They can't make a pass. I don't think that's what tonight was. I think tonight was they got outclassed. They got outclassed by a harder working, harder forechecking, more attentive, more experienced team. You know, like TSN was talking about, like, oh man, they just know how to do interference without getting called for interference. When is that ever going to be you once? Every friggin' year, whoever you're playing is better than you at playoff hockey and getting away with stuff. Every year. Every effing year. The Capitals were the Capitals. All right. 2018 is the Bruins. You're second. 2019 is the Bruins. You're second. 2020 was the Blue Jackets. In that series, you're second. Habs, second. Lightning, second. Lightning the next year, I would still say second, but the Leafs picked apart Vasilevsky. Then the Panthers, they patted you on your bottom and sent you on your way in 5 games. Bruins last year, you know the answer is second. From producer Hayden, we got a stat. Oh, it's from Sportsnet Stats. Leafs fall to 8-9-0 versus Eastern Conference teams that are currently in a playoff position with a -10 goal differential. Thanks, man. That's a great stat. You know what? I'm going to save that. I'm going to put that in LFR. These guys suck. Tell your chat not to get mad at the Leafs. This is what most Panthers games look like. That makes me more mad. Like, this wasn't even the Panthers trying, really. Like, this is just the Panthers regular. Leafs couldn't beat the regular Panthers. And it looked like they were trying pretty hard, the Leafs. That is not an encouraging game. And they got some big games to win coming up. And if they don't win them, early spring. Hayden, let's wrap it up. Folks, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry. Connor Timmins scored the shootout winner. You're lying. Timmins had a goal in the shootout winner, and Connor Dewar had 2 goals. That is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Stop being second best. It's no way to live.